Hello everybody and welcome! My name is Ursa, and what you see before you on Civilization 6 is a donut map. A donut map with a giant hole in the middle of it and some delicious sprinkles off the side. A donut map, as you can see, that is almost so big the game can't render it. This is huge, and today I wanted to show you a science run. A science run sped up so fast by the master of smiles. There was only one problem. This game, well, it started a lot trickier than I could have expected. So make sure you're comfortable, sit back, relax, enjoy yourself, and get ready for Alexander the Great of Macedon. It's turn 1, and looking at this start, if there's one thing that I think the game didn't give me enough of, it's woods. Man, I cannot get a break for the amount of trees in this start. There's just none. In all seriousness, it does leave us with some interesting turn 1 decisions, namely, well, where am I going to put districts? If there is a wood on a tile, you need mining to chop it out. So there's not really any point rushing campuses or commercial hubs or encampments without first going through mining. Well, I guess encampments unlock mining, but you get the idea. Even holy sites are going to have a bit of a problem. This is a 12-player game as well, so I'm going to be ruling out the holy site start. I think it's likely that we've got some religious competition, and well, we don't have any holy site bonuses in order to get this going. The woods give us good and bad. Firstly, you can see we've got a couple of silk resources, which is good for production, good for culture, good for gold, and then obviously we can trade them later. That's fantastic. We've got a deer on a hill on a wood, which is good. Actually, is that even a hill? No, that's not a hill. Interesting. But it's all grassland, and even with the woods, there's one big problem we have here, and that's food. There are no improvements here that are going to give me more food. The camp and the plantations don't give extra food. So these 2 food tiles are the most we're ever going to get, which means once we get to about 3-4 population in the capital, we're going to struggle. That means capital Pingala strats are going to be very, very tricky. Getting the population we need for connoisseur and researcher to give us lots is going to be very tricky unless we go Temple of Artemis, which could work. 4 food on the Temple of Artemis combined with the extra amenities, and you can see we do have plantations in range of a camp, so maybe this could be built. But I think this start is probably crying out for Magnus with internals, because that's probably going to make more use of the fact that we don't have much around us. But we don't really know if we've got everything around us. This is, of course, a donut map, so we've got to make sure that we know, is this the outside of the donut or the inside of the donut? Looking at the way this bends round, I'm going to guess this is probably the inside of the donut. There are no plains hills here, so settling on top of the hill isn't looking good. I could settle in place, get myself the 2 food, 2 production just on that first ring, but there's not much else going on here. This is a better tile to work. I'm tempted to move 1 tile down and then work that from turn 1. Would also put me in range with more 2 tiles. I think we're going to do that just for visibility as well. Okay, floodplain. That means that we could long-term go for better commercial hubs and industrial zones. I don't need to rush mining. Actually, that's not a bad start. Now, here's the question. Settle in place on turn 2, or do we cross the river and settle on the silk? Settling on the silk unlocks the luxury without needing to go into irrigation, which is tempting. I'm just going to grab this tile with a warrior just to see what's down here. Okay, more coast and more silk to work. Actually, so I could really go for more culture at the beginning of the game and rush those internal routes, as well as the early government and cards like settlers. Yeah, you know what? Actually, I'm going to just settle there. I might regret that there's another silk. Okay, 3 silks. Silky smooth, but we do have some good tiles to work. And because we have all of this culture, we should be able to work this tile and this tile pretty quickly. Yeah, okay, I'm quite happy with that. What this does mean, though, is that I think Temple of Artemis has to be given a go. If I was to plump camp down on that tile and then we were to Temple of Artemis this, like so, we could chop that out with mining pretty easily. We could get +1, +2, +3 happiness in this area, and there's the sheep and another silk that works. Yeah, I think I quite like that. Let's settle there. Turn 3 settle. Not the best. Did I just get another bunch of era score there? I did. First from a major civilization to set foot on Asia. I love when the game gives you random stuff like that. Oh, it's not even the continent I was on. Okay, sure, whatever. Do not bite the hand that feeds you. That's what I say. Right. This warrior is going to do a little perimeter scout whilst, you know, scouts happen. And we're working the culture tile, which means we don't start with 1 culture, we start with 3 culture. That's really big. We're basically Trajan with that much culture. That's wonderful. Irrigation, we're going to take a little while to unlock, but I'm going to go straight for Temple of Artemis here. Go for the Source of Horse, see if we can unlock that. And then afterwards, we're going to go for mining in order to then chop the tile out, which I think would be good. In fact, actually, we probably need to go animal husbandry, then mining, then archery in that order. Give ourselves time to get a kill with a slinger. I think that works well. I mean, it could be awful. It could be absolutely awful. Next mission, where are we going to put our second settlement? That's going to be the big priority for us now. Yeah, this is the inside of the donut. It has to be, surely. Oh, geothermal, jade, and there's the continent split. Okay, we've got a continent split on the start. That means later into the game, cards like colonial offices and colonial taxes could be used to make some really, really big second or third non-continent cities. I like that. Yeah, so far this is calling to me, because that combined with the mountains gives a nice +5, which is very, very tempting to run. Yes, okay. Tribal village. Cross a lake. Fantastic. I'm just going to have to move all the way around to go and get that. Somebody's in this area though. Do you see the settler lens is revealing red? We'll continue going in that direction, see what we can find. With Code of Laws giving us God King for the Pantheon. We are going for survey. I'll run survey for a little bit, see how that goes. The letter. First meet the letter is useful. That's going to give us production when making the scout, but also the settler, which I'm going to be running in a couple of turns as well. So that's great. Let's get that internal trade route rocking. Is that really the second settlement I would like? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tiles away. Feels quite far away. I think I'm going to send this scout north and just go and see what's in this direction, see if there's anything there that will do me good. I need to know where the horses are. Let me tell you a little bit about the long-term strategy of this game, because we're playing Alexander, we're playing Macedon. This is an empire that I find an absolute head-scratcher, because on paper he should be brilliant, and then he just isn't in single player. We're playing Deity, which means the AI has a +4 combat strength, but more than that, they have more cities and more starting units. Alexander does not have any combat bonuses. He doesn't have any combat strength bonuses at all. His early game combat just rocks on the fact that he has a unique cavalry unit and a unique swordsman. The horseman has +5 combat strength, but only if it's adjacent to a great general, which is difficult to get unless you focus on it. The swordsman has +5 combat strength when besieging districts, which is good, but again, it's not that good. Man-at-arms are better than swordsmen. And we don't have a unique encampment, we have a unique barracks, which is expensive, and the encampment doesn't have a discount. So Macedon is just a really slow start. Against Deity AI, by the time you've gone down and you've unlocked your horse and you've unlocked your swordsman and you've built your encampment and your unique building, the AI is probably on crossbows and man-at-arms, which makes the whole thing pointless. And that's the biggest problem people have with Macedon in the early game. People go, attack, and it doesn't work because you're just not strong enough. No, we will be using these units, but we need to time our attack carefully, and we're going to be spending a little bit of time just making sure we've got the economic base to launch said attack. These abilities to World's End and Hellenistic Fusion, now these are really good late game abilities. No War Weariness is fantastic if we go conquering. If we conquer a world wonder, every unit heals. It's really random, but it's very powerful. And Hellenistic Fusion is one of the best abilities in the game for science victories. It's really weird. People don't see this. Once you go into the late game, conquering encampments and campuses means that you start to unlock everything in the late game, including all of the Eurekas for unlock via spy, or things that don't have unlocks. They all get boosted. So we're thinking mid to late game rush on the army, probably once we start getting things like catapults into trebuchets, man-at-arms, maybe we bypass straight to muskets or line infantry. It's really difficult to say what's going to be working best here, but we'll try all things. The culture's gone up to 4.5, amazing. And as I mentioned, we're going to go just with the scout and see what's to the north. You are blocking the way to this. 7 turns to get all the way over there. Please move. Thank you. I probably should have gone more scouts thinking about it, but what can you do? Oh, okay. Well, that's all the woods gone to the north of my capital. Fair enough. Hey, look at this dense forest. Maybe preserves. I mean, preserves Macedon is a very strange thing indeed. Trajan. All right, this is a problem. Trajan is very, very expansionistic. He's found me, which means he knows where my city is. And of course he has Legion. Legion are just better than my early game units. I'm sorry, they just are. He is not the person I wanted to start next to. This is going to be all the more reason for not going for a crazy early game rush at the beginning. Oh dear. So this warrior is going to come around in this direction, which means this scout is going to go and see if I can find roughly where, Trajan is coming come from? There are some horses, actually. 2 other results. Horses down on the coast there. Interesting. That is not as many horses as we would have liked, but we only need half of the horses to work our unique horse unit, so all is not lost. We do need to just keep an eye on that. What would he pay for silk? 3 gold. That's not enough. Sorry. Oh, he's right over here. He's so close. That is not good. Uh-oh. Absolutely uh-oh. Okay, right. We're going to go colonization, get that production towards settlers, and then we'll work from there. 40 gold from this village. Okay, that's cool. That means we can get the trader soon, or just buy the settler. We'll see how it goes. Okay, we're going to have that sort of game with Rome, are we? Okay, well, this is fine. I don't need to be settling if Rome settles for me, I guess. Is this actually Rome? No, Quigley. So he's settled towards me. Good to know. He's just beelining me. This is the typical Roman attitude to Macedon, Ostia. Ugh. He's met somebody as well, so I'm just going to be skulking around his land to see if we can meet this other person. That looks like Gandhi. Oh, Gandhi. Gandhi, double war weariness, but I don't get war weariness. Oh, absolutely perfect. Yeah, it's Gandhi. All right. Honored to meet you. My only hope, actually, is that this is the capital and Gandhi has... Oh, maybe Rome will attack Gandhi instead of me. I might actually get a break here. I don't know for certain, but I might get a break here. That's a tribal village, and we've got spices. Spices are an amazing early game resource, actually, up here. Very good for the food. So I'm going to be settling up in this direction. I would like to keep that silk. Ideally, that's really good. I'm just also going to push the Temple of Artemis up a tile because I realize that we've got another plantation there that would work. Okay, I'm just going to use my warrior to explore up here because this might be a better first settlement than this one. Gentle eruption. Okay, well, all of the forest is being volcanoized, which I guess is good, is a thing. Oh, Gandhi and Trajan are at war, and Rome has stolen the settler. Okay, well, we know who the Giga boss is going to be then. I'm going to bring this scout to the left and just see if there's any land over here that I need. Okay, that's very tempting. There is no point attacking that because between the slinger, the warriors, and the deity bonus, I wouldn't be able to take that settler, but I'm gonna just hover around here for a bit because if I can steal it, I will because I'm that sort of player. There's a free trader. Oh boy, that's really handy. What do I want to do here? I wanted internal routes, but maybe actually building a road to Valletta might be the play. It's 26 turns, which isn't ideal, but that is a useful road because that's where I was going to settle and actually helps me to move the settler up here quicker. Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Let's get that currency bonus. That is unexpected. Okay, settler's heading up to the north. Oh, do I chase it? I think declaring war on Rome is a bad move. I really do. Yet, I cannot help myself. I'm just going to go and chase that settler down and see what we can find as I move my warrior around just to make sure that if you know, he does declare on me, we've got options. Oh, I just see that settler's kind of there now. Interesting. We're going to wait for the settler to just move to the fringes of the land where it's not as protected, and then we'll go from there. Barbs, they are way too close to me. Hire a warrior, though. That means we can upgrade this, so I will just get that quickly, and we'll use this warrior to go and explore down here. Also, it just adds as a bit of cannon fodder in case, you know, Trajan decides to attack me as well as Gandhi, which at this point he may well. Gee, warrior, why don't you just fortify yourself for a couple of turns? That would be pretty good. We're going to move off early empire, use the boost to finish that off. What's the tiles looking like down here? There is cotton. Temple of Artemis cannot boost that. It's too far away. That's actually good to know. What do I do? I think I have to get some units here because I just don't trust the AI not to attack me. Do I claim this land as well? Is it worth it? Or do we go and get the spices to the north? I don't think we can hold on to the loyalty down here. It says we can at the moment, but I don't trust that at all. No, I'm going to go to my original guns here and go to the spices because these are just really good tiles to work early game. Keep an eye on that settler. Oh, it's being escorted now. Ah, that is such a shame. Warrior is being killed. Can it survive another 2 attacks? No. Pull back a tile, heal. Yeah, he's escorting it, unfortunately, which is really boring. I don't like that. That's far too sensible. Another village. Ah, another warrior. Yeah, I'm just going to be claiming these. These all upgrade if I can find iron, and maybe then the mass settling of Rome will actually help me because maybe I can charge him. Tank the hit. You should be able to. Then we can give ourselves the level. Oh no, we can't quite. That was 23 damage we took, and now I've got 24. Oh, close. All right, pull back. back. Yeah, he's protecting himself far too much. That's annoying. Don't do that. Why would you protect yourself? Why would you just not unescort your settler? Come on. Boring. Do I want to settle on top of the spices or by the volcano? I think I want to go by the volcano for the era score, but I think it's 2 tiles, right? 2 tiles. 2 tiles within a volcano, so I can cross the river if I want to. Do I think I'll survive this warrior attack? I don't know if I can. Right, let's put it next to the volcano. I'm sure I will not regret this. You know, I'm absolutely positive I will never regret this. Applefish, there's nothing wrong with this settlement. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, okay? It's glorious. It's perfect. It always has been. You want to buy this yet? Oh, Gandhi actually will buy my silk for quite a lot of gold. I'm going to do that just in case I declare on him. Like, you never know. Yeah, I might do still. Okay, moving off archery because I think I can get a slinger kill. We're going to go to pottery, into irrigation, or do we go? No, we're going to go bronze working to find the iron. Also, I want to let these 2 slingers finish before I get the upgrade to archery because the last thing I want to do is get the tech and then take ages finishing those units. God King is so close to being finished, but it isn't quite. That is annoying. All right, we're going to go discipline briefly. I would like a Gogi, but I need to get the kill with the slinger next turn. So I just need to make sure we get this through. Early Empire will be working on itself. And don't worry, Rome, I'm not attacking you yet. Another recon unit in a goodie hut. Now that is useful because we can go to the northwest of the letter and see what's going on. Head around the donut, please. I must donut everywhere. Can I have open borders as well? I just kind of want to see where Rome is, what's going on here. If there's anything that I can poke around and do. Ah, yes, the war here is ridiculous. Ah, man, that was a kill that I was going to get with my slinger. Never mind. There's Rome. Rome is hidden. Rome is quite far back. Interesting. I think what I'm going to do is just hang around, raid the clan, spawn another unit, and see if I can get the kill that way. Now, that would be helpful. In the meantime, Pantheon. Breathtaking tiles, Faith. Unfortunately, that has gone. I was looking at these woods and thinking that would be really good. Never mind. Okay, obviously culture from plantations is really big. We've got spices, we've got silk, there's cotton everywhere. Yeah, this is very tempting. Monuments for gods would help us with Temple of Artemis, and I guess we could go Goddess of the Hunt for the deer, but there's only the 1 tile. Yeah, culture from plantations. That's the sort of thing that you just don't regret later. Do it. Eastern Orthodoxy's already gone. Choral music is already gone. Blimey. Had an early Stonehenge there. How's my army looking? 2 warriors, 2 slingers, 3 warriors and another slinger there. Is it enough? Or do we try and settle out a little bit now? I mean, I don't have Magnus in place yet. No, I think we go for the builder and get ready to chop Artemis. Yeah, I think that's the play. So Rome has already got an encampment up. Again, you're looking for holy sites, theater squares, campuses, and encampments. Those are all things that we will get a lot of bonus from. This actually calculates to be enough. We get that hit, and then there's the kill. There's archery. Oh, annoyingly though, we're not going to actually claim the encampment. No. Okay, that's era score I did kind of want there, but okay, that's fine. Oh, we did that too early. Never mind. All right, I've lost a few turns in Applefish, but it'll get Notcher soon. That's good enough for me. Is Rome going to be clever enough? Nope, Rome was not clever enough there to move its unit up. That's great. That means we can actually get another kill. Perfect. Grind some more experience out whilst we're here. Get the booster bronze working. That actually worked really well for me. Oh yeah, look at that. We lost 5 turns. 5 turns. Terrible. Irrigation boost. Oh, now that's handy. Oh yeah, we can get these 2 silks after we've got the deer working. This is brilliant. You're just desperate to not let me get this kill, are you? Crazy. Okay, cool. Now we're there. We still need 10 era score. Oh, 10 era score is a lot. How are we going to do that? I don't know. Let's just grind another warrior there. Just gonna try and deal with that barb encampment. Actually, clearing that barb encampment and that barb encampment will give me 6. And there's another one that spawned there. Okay, that's good. Maybe getting Valletta if we get Armani in the next few turns, but we're not going to get her quick enough. Temple of Artemis, I don't think we're going to be able to get that in time either. Meeting some other players. Clan can be hired 1 turn, so I'm just going to hold off that and get myself another unit. Fountain of Youth. Okay, that helps. That is 3. Nobody's found the Fountain of Youth before me. Actually, that's a really good settlement. We've got marble, we've got diamonds. It's on a different continent. Okay. That helps. Geneva. Those are some conventions. I plan on breaking this game. Lovely. Hire the warrior. I know I'm spending all my gold, but these 95 warriors are going to be so useful once we have the iron to upgrade them. And there's dispersing the clan, getting a military tradition. That only counted as 2. It was too far away. Interesting. Okay. Well, we'll just quickly disperse this one to get another 3. Now we just need 2 more era score. 2 more. 2 2 people below Gandhi, I believe. So we're just moving a scout through to try and meet them. And then I'm going to go after this barb encampment as well. Hopefully we'll get a golden age. It might be a little bit tough to guarantee it, but I'm hoping we'll be quite close. My trader was pillaged at some point. Okay, well, that is annoying, but it's not the worst because I can now remove my trader internally. Yeah, sort that out. Uh-oh. Who's this? Russia. I bet you're the ones who've got the religion. And yeah, it was. I mean, choral music Russia? That's a bit rogue. Sure. Okay. I'm not complaining about that, but it's just a bit weird. 1 more era score needed. Just the 1. Chocolate Hills. There we go. We found the last one. Fantastic. You can see here, Delhi, 33 strength. Quickly, the people around me are gaining enough strength in their cities that a simple swordsman horseman rush probably won't be enough, and I'm expecting to see walls get put up. This is why we've been a little bit more economic than we have been warrior at the beginning of the game, but we've, as I say, got a good warrior base here. So that's really good. Early Empire now boosted. Fantastic. Let's just get that quickly. And bronze working. Where's the iron? There's iron there. Oh yeah. There's some down here as well. 2 copies up here. Okay, right. We've got resources. Absolutely outstanding. Maybe I do work on an encampment soon just to see if we can get one of the great generals, but in the meantime, irrigation into horseback riding. Let's unlock this. Get the pasture. Pastures should be fine. We should get a pasture somewhere. I can put my empire out to pasture. It's fine. Fact, applefish. I was going to go for an encampment. Do I go for an encampment or do I go for a settler? You know what? I'm going to go for a settler here. I need to spread out wider. And if I don't settle soon, I'm never going to. But 6 cities should be enough here. Denounced by Rome. Well, I think we know who's planning to be the first boss. Early Empire. We don't need God King anymore. There is the settler card. Absolutely outstanding. Here is the camp, which means we can chop out Temple of Artemis. And I want visibility over the map. So we're are going to open with our money and pop her into Geneva so we can go and explore to the south of where I am. And state workforce to finish this off. All gold, by the way, now is going to get saved. My plan with gold is to save it for unit upgrades, and there's going to be very little else that I'd like to do with it. Aztec, you are mystery location. Where are you? Oh, they're in the lake somewhere. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Do you have some gems, some diamonds, which will actually pull one of my cities into being content, so that's worth it. Now, Magnus or Pingala, is it still worth it? I actually think if I want to chop out Temple of Artemis here, maybe Magnus is the play. Yeah, I'm going to go for Magnus. We're going to stick to our guns here. Chop out some settlers. Work on Pingala after. This first chop is not going to get the Magnus boost, but all subsequent ones will. Now, political philosophy into military tradition so I can get the great general points. Ottomans, I need to stop meeting people. Where are you? Oh, way to the south. Istanbul. Was once Constantinople. That's not my business. You know, I said I was going to save my gold. I've done a really bad job of that so far, haven't I? Really bad job. Let's buy that tile, leaving with 15 gold. How wonderful. But there's the trader. Magnus will get popped in soon. We're just going to grab this tile, send this from Applefish, and 23 turn of Temple of Artemis, 23 turns. It's fine. It's clearly the play to make. Golden Age. Let's see what everyone else is in around me. Rome, Normal Age. India, Golden Age. Everyone else, Golden. How are the religions coming along? 1 has been claimed. 1, 2, 3 people are going. I could try and get a religion with Crusade. It's not too late to do that. It's just whether or not everyone else would let me do it. Crusade would be an amazing option. Is Rome or India getting a religion? No. Interesting. What else would I do? Monumentality. I don't really have any gold or faith. Pembrush voice. Haven't got any districts. For inquiry. Haven't got any districts. You know what? I'm going to go for it. Exodus. We can get Crusade. That would make any early game war doable, which would be huge. I don't know if that's a good choice. Probably not a good choice, but I'm full of not good choices. That's just what I do. Just going to sell open borders to everyone here. We're stocking up on gold to upgrade our units. Going to take a while before we get there, but we will eventually. 3 settlements for Russia, 4 for Aztec, 4 for Ottomans, 3 for India, 5 for Rome. Rome is still the most expansive because it stole an Indian settler. I mean, no qualms with that. If you want to do that, that's fine. I tell you what, if you, HUZZAH, could just not kill that encampment, that would be really cool. Kamasi's an interesting one. Interesting. All right, Geneva I might hold here for a second. Decent visibility, but 15% science actually does help. And I'm saving this chop for when Magnus is in place and I've got a government, because I can get that chop to be so much more. Oh, yeah, they're going to steal it. I'm just going to hold for a second. It might be that because HUZZAH's warrior has so little health, it doesn't attack. Sometimes the AI can get a little bit skittish. They might choose to attack because it's a victory, even if it is a minor victory. No, it's going to try and block me, but that doesn't work. That doesn't work because I'm here now. Haha. Fact, actually, do I want to chop or do I want to irrigate? I might irrigate here, actually. Get myself a bit of gold, but also then a luxury that I can sell. Ah, yes, and I'm getting diplo favor now. Perfect. Again, something I can sell. Persia. Hello. Love to summon your hospitality. You're just down there. Okay, we've got some very appropriate targets for Alex. Alex the Great attacking Rome, India, Persia. Is that the game set up for me here? This is wonderful. All right, get the kill, move in. We'll get that claimed. That's lovely. I could get a spearman from the encampment, but I'm going to save the gold spearmen. They're not as useful for me. Caguana, I did know that existed because I saw a bate in Moscow, which was giving a lot of culture, actually. Lugdunum. Okay, Rome is just really settling towards me here, but that's fine. It just gives me somewhere to conquer. Continue, I say. Please continue. Right, plantation. That is a luxury, which I can then immediately sell to the highest bidder, which is 12 gold. 12 gold per turn. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'll take that. And let's destroy the outpost, earn some experience, get some era score, and move on. Delhi with walls. This is what I was saying. AI can really crank those out if it needs to. And here is a settler. Okay, perfect. Thank you very much, Applefish. Now we're going to go for a builder down here because we have 1, 2, 3 improvable plantations around us. And we'll be switching, making sure my government can back that up in a second as well. Lahore. Niang Yin. It's Valletta and Lahore on the same map. Those are both city-states that reward having lots of faith. And I chose not to go holy sites. Interesting. Kree would be a really good alliance target on the other side of the map. I'd love to see their vision. Maybe we'll have to go and see what we can obtain from them later. Political philosophy. I will go to oligarchy, maybe classical republic later. I would really like this because of the extra housing and amenities. When you go conquering late game, that's very handy a card. Combat strength would be useful. But for now, we're going to go autocracy for the wonder production. I'm not going to stick here. We'll just take it for a little bit. Discipline right now for me, I guess, is kind of worth it, but Corvée for another 15% production on wonders, and then Ilkham for the builders, and diplomatic league. No, charismatic leader because we don't have any right now. I think this map has probably met all of the city-states. Now we go to military tradition, and there's Spain. Hello, Spain. Geneva's been taken from me. Okay, loads of people are after Geneva. That's fine. Amani can move. We're going to go to Valletta, pick up some era score. Over you go. Find it for me. Thank you. Military tradition. Great general points. In you go. Now, how many people are rushing these points? Only Roman Empire plus. We should get one great general, which would be amazing if we could do that. And here is settlement number 3. You need to get yourself a builder as quickly as possible because there's 2 luxuries here I haven't got, as well as 2 sources of iron and a horse all in range. Builders ahoy. That's what we're going to be going for right now. Actually, people that want to be friends with me that are ages away, like for instance Aztec and Ottomans, I'm going to just accept their friendship. Rome and India are too close. I might end up declaring war on. But those are really good candidates. Spain as well. Trade some open borders. See if we can get some friendship going with them. Anyone want my silk? You do. Amazing. Just building up that gold. I might need to buy some strategic resources is the thing. Having lots of gold is very useful. Bear in mind, walls are now going up in Rome. It means when I do go to war, I'm going to have to take battering rams in with me. It happens. Don't worry about it. Yes, that's right. Lose your loyalty. If I could pick this settlement up just from loyalty pressure alone, now that would be amazing. Eastern Orthodoxy is now being spread to me. All religions have gone, apart from one. What's my chance of picking up this religion? Ottomans, an unmet player. Are the only 2 people ahead of me here. Oh no, this is not good. I'm not going to get a religion. What a pointless golden age that was. I don't think anything else would have been better. I think that golden age, the only thing it's doing for me really is putting loyalty pressure on. Everything else has been a bit pants, so don't worry about it. Still, it always makes me laugh when that happens. Double envoy time. When I could put revelation in, don't think that's going to make a difference. So I want to hang on. Let's have a look at these religions again. Has crusade been taken? No, it hasn't. So can I get my religion before Ottomans? It's going to be really tricky and I'd have to spend all of my gold. Do I want to do that? I don't don't really want to do that. Rather get the general. Oh man, this is a choice. 3 turns away from a holy site. A holy site would be about 12 turns to build. Yeah, I'm giving up on the idea. Sorry, maybe the Ottomans will just reject the profit or something. I don't know. Diplomatic League goes back in. Who do I want to give the envoy to? I think HUZZAH, so I can get strategics. Yes, actually, this is a really good idea. So we'll let Armani next turn go to Valletta, then we're going to go to HUZZAH. Play him a few turns of iron and horses. Valletta bows to me. Yeah, it does. Move on to the aforementioned HUZZAH. Come on, don't one-turn me here. Don't you do it. I know the game is tempted. The game is always tempted to one-turn me on wonders, but please, come on. This will be such a good one for the capital. Oh, that's Scout's dead. Ignore that. I didn't want you to see that one. Temple of Artemis. Food, housing, extra amenities. Okay, and actually we gained 2 tiles, which means I could just quickly snipe that iron tile, which I'm going to do. Right, build up, build up, build up. Change government as quickly as we can. Policies, get the builder card in. But, okay, this is suddenly looking a little healthier. Still selling luxuries. Still going to continue doing that. Improving volcanoes, giving me renewable land. And more luxuries to sell. You know that it's worth it. That should mean you can just buy them right back. Haha. All right, time to build the encampment. I've been putting this off for a little while, but I've got 12 science, 15 culture. It's not the worst. I think we'll be okay. Okay, Rome has heavy chariot, spearmen, all on the border. Not good. But ironworking is right around the corner here, and we have the budget now to be upgrading large chunks of my army. HUZZAH is also stocking me up with delicious resources as well. I'm just going to pick up Lahore. I'd like a little bit of extra production on my barracks when I make them. And everything's going to just start moving forward a little bit to give myself support bonuses. Upgrade units. I was avoiding doing it till this point because they do have maintenance costs, which isn't great, but do eventually have to upgrade. So that's fine. Quite like veterancy, and this is now the time to change to oligarchy. I think the +4 combat strength is going to be in the long run more useful here. So the conscription goes in. Going to put maneuver in so I can build some horse units in a second, and urban planning for the extra production on the districts until we can pop in veterancy. In the meantime, yes, more luxuries to sell. Thank goodness we have some army though. It's not the biggest army in the world, and it is mostly warriors. We'll see now whether or not it will stand up. But we are preparing ourselves for war. The +4 combat strength that we've just taken from the government is a really big one here. All gonna be about fortifying, defending in my own land, using all of the combat bonuses we can muster here to hold for as long as possible. And we attack the units as they run in. Use zone of control, use encampments. Get ourselves this general as soon as we can. I would love it if we can get Shungshak. Permanent reduces war weariness by 25%. So useful for Macedon. I just want a general. I'm not going to complain. Actually, that's a lie. Of course I'm going to complain. I'm going to complain about everything that goes on in this game. Tell you what I will do though. Who wants to join me in this war? Oh, Ottomans are boring. Aztecs are boring. Gandhi's peace locked. Russia's boring. Everyone's boring. No one gets me, you know? No one gets me. Fine, let's hold on. These heavy chariots with the deity bonus are substantially stronger than my warriors, but we've got support bonuses. We've got hills with fortifying. Oh, still though, painful. That warrior barely held on. Okay, how are we going to do this? I'm going to have to run you off the tile, move you onto this weak point. I would like that encampment to finish if possible. And then I'm going to shuffle the archers forward. This leaves them exposed, but as long as we get the kills, like so, it's okay. Actually, this archer can't shoot anybody, which makes it problematic. Once the encampment's built, that'll have a place to go. Marble. People are running out of stuff to give me. It's a shame. Now, Gandhi's fine. We're going to get the iron mine next turn, so we can now move off this. Go to pasture again, which, yeah, I'm still a few turns of getting that pasture, so that's fine. Attack, but we're holding. Legions aren't good though. That's a massive improvement, and legions are way stronger than my units. That's a big Okay, until I get my improved units, we're gonna have trouble, but improved units we shall have. There is ironworking. We've saved up 1,600 gold, which means I can do a few things. firstly, this is the one that's in trouble. Now I have a swordsman, which means it can hold much better. There's a second one. These are very cheap upgrades. Buy this tile so I can upgrade that unit. I lose the fortification, which isn't ideal, but that's okay. There's another one. I use the remaining gold to get myself the general quicker, and the next turn can rush her in, protect my troops a little bit better. Perfect. Now the heavy chariots should just bounce off me. It's just this legion that does 35 damage. It did a lot more to me there, and yeah, look, I'm really hitting the other units back, but that legion does hurt. That stings. So we have to just pull back a little bit, unless, do I think that unit will hold with the general and a fortify? Possibly. I'm just gonna move the general in and hope this helps a little bit. Okay, the unit did hold. Oh, I mean, how it held, I'm not sure, but with the healing, we can escape it and then bring a new one in and just defend, whilst my troops get the kills as they try and flank me. This is okay. Yep. Okay, now they're bouncing. We've killed a lot of their units that turn because they just couldn't help themselves. They were like, yes, why don't we just repeatedly attack? And there is the Hattori, which I'm going to make use of pretty soon. Here is my unique building. 25% combat experience for all melee, ranged land units, and Hattori trained in the city, and gain science equal to 25% of the unit's cost when a civilian or non-civilian unit is created in the city. Huzzah! 4 era score, and let's build some of these units. 3 turns is absolutely fine. This thing is 100 production, which means when I finish it, I get 25 science, which is a turn and a half. Very good. What will help me with an attack now? I do need a battering ram, which I can afford next turn. I think we're going to go currency, get the commercial hubs, build up the industry a little bit more. My unique buildings are worth 3 production with the bonuses, actually, so maybe I build that first? Yeah, let's build it first. Oh, you know what? Actually, let's chop it out. Let's give myself writing immediately. Starts with a promotion. I think I want, because these are heavy units, to go down units and districts and fortified, rather than versus ranged and against damage. Yeah, I want them to be attacking cities a little bit. Gandhi's back in with the war. Oh yeah, get those elephants in. Battering ram. Another horse. You're going to get tortoise, and I've moved my archer forward just a little bit so that we can, you know, sneakily attack and get in here. Let's just have a quick peek inside the city and see what's going on. And 5 great general points because I got a kill with my horsey. Lovely. It looks like they are down to heavy chariots and legion. This is going to be a good test for me. How much does the ranged defense sting? Does it sting like an archer, or does it sting like a crossbow? 13, like an archer. Okay, that's good. Good news, and retreat. I guess the best thing to do now, push in. Might as well. The archers are hiding behind the rest of my troops. Got more horses on the way next turn. Battering ram will make its way to Ostia in a second as well. Perfect stuff. Okay, they attack. They did not repel as they needed to. But I have currency now, as well as limes, which I'm very tempted to put in, so I shall. Capital, ancient walls, get it done nice and quickly, then the encampment has a strike. I need to clear this legion off that tile. So 2 archer strikes, and then attack with the Hippasist. I think that'll do it. It will. Perfect. Now we move this troop there, this one there. Ostia, sieged. General comes in. Reinforcements coming in behind, as well as more horses coming in behind as well. How quickly can we take these walls down? I'm hoping the answer is pretty quickly. Next turn. That'll do. What would help in this attack? Probably crossbows, you know? So let's go for catapults and then into crossbows. See where that gets us. And feudalism for some builder charges. Delicious. Surplus logistics. Let's make these trade routes a little better. And the commercial hubs will start going down soon. 200 military strength somewhere. Rome is still packing an army. I just don't know where it is. There's some of it, the heavy chariot. We'll find the rest. Don't worry, it's just gonna take us a bit. It's also worth pointing out I have deliberately now improved a source of horse and a source of iron, which means that I can move Amani off Hattusa. I do not need to keep her there anymore because I don't need the strategics anymore, which means when Ostia's been claimed, I have a governor that can be moved in. Keep moving the troops in. Fresh troops for me. Ostia's walls, gone. Okay, now this is much better. There is a legion coming in. I need this unit to retain some strength. Do I want to pillage while I'm here? Tons of faith. Yeah, if I claim the letter with a second envoy in a bit. That would be useful. What's the letter's quest? Train a heavy chariot. I could do that. Oh, no, I can't. No, I can. Yes. So actually, I do want to claim this. So I probably want the raid card in. It's the quickest way of doing that. Let's go drama and poetry. Yep. Gonna hold fire now whilst I build my commercial hubs. Babylon. Always worrying to meet Babylon. How far ahead are you? 31 techs to my 12. 19 techs ahead. That's just great. That's lovely. I'm so pleased I saw that. 47 garrison strength. That's too much. Why is that so high? I don't like that. That's terrible. A flood has just killed a population in my capital, which means loyalty is going to be even harder. I think it was just a legion defense in the city. I don't think it's as bad as I worried. I'm going to have to spend an obscene amount of gold to pop the raid card in here. Make sure my units are leveling. Get some experience on my archers. I'd like these to level up as soon as possible. And the horsey runs in whilst I pillage for 200 gold. There's my gold back on that. 100 faith there. We need to just pillage this tile for the health. Yeah, the kill will come next turn. And Ostia is mine. Military engineering, captured. Theology, captured. I kept the luxury because I think actually having these luxuries and selling them is better for me right now than having the faith. Yeah, that's like 300 gold a luxury. Definitely the right way around there. Ostia, loyal. Somehow loyal. That's great. Armani, you just come in and guarantee it. Kangaroo guy, it's yours. And you will have seen keeping the theatre square alive gave me theology boost. That is the Hellenistic fusion kicking in that. But I'm going to hold this line for a second. Continue the defense. Let them run towards me. Build these walls whilst I'm at it. And go for Lugdunum. That will help the loyalty infinitely. Rome is offering me peace now. This is fantastic news. It means he does not think he's going to win anymore. Oh, perfect. Oh, absolutely perfect. We'll keep that in mind as we continue the attack. Also going to now start to buy some more swordsmen. I think doing this gives me science, right? No, it doesn't. You got to use production. Ah, okay, never mind. Start doing that next turn. One slice of wall. We should be able to get the next bit next turn. Lovely. General points are good. We're going to be getting a lot more elsewhere. Limes goes in. Conscription is just made obsolete by the fact that we've got raid. So in goes a Gogi. We now start to produce more troops. More and more and more and more. And even though we are an infantry army, this is why it's important to always have archers on hand, is you can just pick off units one by one. More general points getting a kill on the legion as well. Perfect. The walls of Lugdunum are donezo, and the city is now under siege. Perfect. My scouts have had terrible luck this game. Just a crossbow, ignore that. That's just instant death. It's my least favorite type of death. Instant death. Not much you can do about that. It's awful. All the gold is beginning to add up and up and up and up. But no, I need all of your cities, Rome. You attacked me. I have grievances to play with. Nobody cares. Even India's on side with me. Even Gandhi goes, no, Trajan must die. You know you've messed up when Gandhi's not against it. just come on, give up now. Lugdunum, it's mine. Panda's Corner, this one is yours. I'd say fix the monument first. We'll work out what else to do in a bit. And Aquilia is well protected, so I think Putelli is probably the next place to go. Oh, there's a Roman fort there. Blimey, I don't remember the last time I saw a Roman fort in active combat. That's scary. Well, in that case, maybe we go for Aquilia then, given there's some actually pretty decent defenses in that way. Engineering means we can now get catapults, which I will be buying with my gold. Do I want to get man-at-arms? It is a 7 combat strength bonus, only 2 against cities, but it's the 7 against other troops, which is quite good. No, I think crossbows are more important. Well, my golden age last era was so useful. So let's see what else we can do today. I am only just building commercial hubs, but I will have some soon. Penbrush and Voice gives me a little bit of culture towards feudalism. Monumentality, I've got some income now, but it's all going on army. So, you know what? Penbrush and Voice or Free Inquiry? I think we're going to go Penbrush and Voice. Science we can do just by building an army. Having a legion in this city is so annoying. So what I'm going to try and do, just sell enough of my resources here to get some gold up front, like that. And then, fingers crossed, we can get a catapult or 2, which has 40 strength. Hey, it all adds up. Army moves in for the siege. Pillaging will commence until behavior improves. Speaking of, this entertainment complex is giving 2 strength to the city, so we don't want that. Also, entertainment complexes don't give me any bonus for Hellenistic fusion. Well, Congress could be amazing. I would like Siege to have more strength, but if melee goes through, that's also fine. Which religion has Feed the World? Protestantism. I vote for you. If I can get Feed the World, that would be outstanding. Melee gets +5. Okay, the Legion are more powerful now, but so are my units. That works works quite well. The siege, the reason I liked the idea of siege is because it's damage that can't be countered. But as you can see, oh yeah, like 2 or 3 catapults and we'll be fine. Speaking of, just keep selling everything we can to get enough gold to keep buying those catapults. I need another 80. Anyone want open borders? Anyone? No? Oh, loads of people want open borders. My place, my nation is so good. Ta-da! Catapult. All right, I've been thinking. And yep, it's really cool to use my capital to make units. That's a genuinely really cool thing to do. It gives me some science, bolsters the army. But it is now worth getting Government Plaza. And I've got a nice little cooked up arrangement over here. Reason being, Warlord's Throne. 20% production. At the moment is only about 13 across my empire. It's not a lot, but 13 production per turn would be the biggest building in my empire that I could build considerably. So it's worth getting, especially given the rate we are now beginning to capture things. I'm just trying to work out whether or not it makes more sense to continue pillaging here. Rome is going to be guarded, but yes, look at that. Because I've moved out of the commander range, I can now pillage for a huge boost. It also brings down the strength of that city as well. Push that through. We've still got the siege. I just need to remove the walls and then we can't get attacked. Okay, now I feel a lot more secure. And do a bit of damage to the city with the units that can survive the repercussions. After Aquileia, we're going to go for Puteoli and then to Rome. I guess actually the thing is if we went to Rome first and then to Antium, Puteoli would probably rebel from loyalty given the fact Rome is still in a normal age. Yeah, that's actually not too bad. Gandhi's in a dark age, by the way, so the more we conquer around, the worse Gandhi's position is going to be. And yep, Gandhi is absolutely the next target here. Gandhi is a lot stronger. I mean, I could go for Moscow and Russia, but a long way away. So we're just going to continue around the donut for a bit. Military emergency. Now this will be interesting because there's a few people that have refused to join the war. So if this goes through, then this could change things up quite a lot. And it looks like it did. Gandhi has joined in on the war. All right. Okay. Fine. That is not good because I have -2 combat strength against Gandhi now, and it means I've got elephants that could flank me at any point. But I mean, I guess this gives me Corsus Belli, doesn't it? It's Ostia. Ostia, Kangaroo guy now has almost infinite loyalty, so I can move Armani into Aquileia when we take it. The Hettoroi, I think, is going to be the person to take this. I want feudal contract in there for now. Do I want urban planning? You know what? Maybe serfdom comes in soon, you know? The conscription is worth quite a bit of gold now. Conscription, for now. I'll think about it. Aquileia, taken. The number of people living in my empire is impressive. I know. They're all mine. I didn't conquer any of them, I promise. So Armani is in. I'm giving this one over to Panda's Corner, and we'll think about the next attack. I'm just going to pull my units back a little bit for a turn or two, just to let them heal and upgrade into crossbows. And this was a classic example of a bit of a problem with Macedon. Because the theatre square was pillaged, I didn't get an inspiration from it, which isn't great, but I did get the 100 culture. So eventually keeping those districts alive is going to be the play. For now, though, not so much. Now, as everything repairs itself, earlier in the game, I was using gold to buy monuments in, and because we're attacking Trajan, all of the cities have monuments in, which is really good. So that's why our culture is nice and high. You can see Gandhi is deciding in what can only be described as an absolute genius move just to embark units across to come and kill us, which I don't mind at all. I'm just going to leave a swordsman there to stop anything from coming through, but my army is now beginning to heal and regroup, and we've got enough strength to go and invade. Puteoli doesn't have a problem with loyalty like I was hoping it would, so I think the best thing I can do here is attack that first. I think that's the play. I like to use gold on catapults, mainly catapults because they are the only type of unit, siege, that doesn't get a bonus to production with a military card, so it's a good thing to use your gold on, I find. Ah, hello Mr. Warrior, how are you doing? Now, thank you for coming to visit me, and goodbye. This legion has left itself relatively exposed, which is great. Get that kill. And the general points means my catapults are now in range and the walls will begin to vanish. So that is machinery plunging me reluctantly into the medieval era. I do now have the crossbow and the siege tower, both very useful units. Actually, I'm going to do that thing with ancient walls where we have a battering ram and a siege tower, and then we can break them and bypass them simultaneously, which is fun. Doesn't work on medieval walls, but for now it will work. But I'm not going to upgrade right now. We're going to wait for mercenaries to finish in 2 turns so I can get professional army and save myself 50% gold. In the meantime, I think trebuchets. I mean, I would love industrial zones, but I'm going to take the little diversion to trebuchets because they are way more powerful more than catapults. Catapults are already doing serious damage. Very much the focus of my attention here. I've got one just starting work on this encampment and two up in the north working on Putali's walls. Anything they do, the rest of my army doesn't have to. Just keep checking the raid card is in every turn. It's amazing how often it gets taken out. Now that I have surplus logistics, we're going to take a little diversion into Pingala because I do need some culture and I do need some science. So 3 promotions here will be brilliant. And there's the Warlord's Throne. Hopefully we're going to still be warring in, 9 turns. Should be. Oh no, my unit is close to death. No, it's not. Oh, man, what a shame that would have been. Can we take this settlement this turn? Yeah, easily can. Look at that. Bam. It's done. So many of these cities just don't have fresh water, but this one does, luckily, which is great. Neapolis, it's yours. I don't need walls in this one. It's not under as much threat, but I will now start to charge down south. Interestingly, the Ottomans wouldn't join my war with Rome, but against Gandhi. Oh ho. Well, of course we will. Always go through and just see who will join what wars. Again, everyone wants to just come in on Gandhi. War weariness, who cares? It is a great way, and I do mean a great way of minimizing grievances that you produce. If somebody is also fighting somebody, you just don't get grievances against that target. It's great. Oh, that's a holy site. That's an inspiration and the encampment. Okay, so we don't really want to break things, do we? Because we want to start getting those things. Maybe we just bypass this encampment. Yeah, all right, let's do that. Okay, this is not so good. Varu and man-at-arms. India is substantially more technologically advanced than we are. Again, if we just continue to defend, we should be fine. But we just have to be careful we don't get caught a bit short here. Starting to pick up urban warfare on some of my melee units, though. Now that will help. 67 strength against Rome there. Oh, well, go on then. Go on. I will take that. That's brilliant news. Captured builders are quite handy as well because we've done a lot of pillaging. We need to make sure that we are repairing things as we go. Rome now has man-at-arms as well. Okay, Legion are being replaced. That's not actually a huge upgrade. Hannibal Barca, Rome's general, is stuck there. I'm not actually going to attack it. I'm going to leave it alone. If we leave it there, it won't respawn helpfully by the Legion. So it's actually better for us if we leave it there. Right. Mercenaries has been finished. Sorry, conscription. I think we're going to get rid of you again and go to professional army. That means we can go for crossbow and crossbow. It gives me metal casting as a boost and increases my strength substantially in these cities. Ugh, the Thara -5 combat strength is a little bit problematic, but I think we can deal with it. As long as we just keep defending, that's the best thing we can do here. How far of Vissel banking are we? Quite far. Okay, I was thinking about whether we go for Kamasi. Yeah, I think we do. Trade routes to Kamasi are absolutely brilliant for gold and culture, and they are better than the internal routes that I was going to start producing soon. So yeah, we're going to hold on to that for now. Okay, right. I lost one of my horses. That was a relatively promoted one. Not happy about that. Rome's man-at-arm army is beginning to start to increase, but, and here's the thing. I do have walls appearing next turn, and crossbows now give me substantial strength. So I can start shooting Vivaro in the lake. You can use this crossbow to do the same. This is garrison. Don't know why you aren't in the city. All right, we'll move you so that next turn you can get inside the city. Rome is under siege, and as you can see, neither of my catapults can hit it. Lovely. I love cities like this that are just so defended by woods and hills you can't get anywhere near them. Valletta. Oh, Valletta. Valletta is useful because we can go ancient walls and just start killing some barbarians and stuff. Now, are there any other ancient walls worth praying in at the moment? I don't think so. We're going to actually fix this next turn. It's a good pickup, though. I like Valletta. Yep, a little bit of a misclick from my crossbow, and I got it killed there. Oh, sometimes my own stupidity is the worst thing that I can fight against. Never mind. There's a lot of units have left themselves very weak here to do that damage to me. Use a couple more crossbows, though. That's that man-at-arms killed, and we can now work on this one. I think we can get the walls down this turn. Keep moving all the catapults around so we can get as many that have a good hit as possible. And then, now this is the urban warfare guy. So you're probably the one that I want to do the big hit to Roman. Okay, there we go. The walls are down, and it's just working out which units I can afford to take some health off. A lot of units are quite weak at the moment, so I just need to be a bit careful, like this one. Would you survive an attack from a Varu? Probably not, but it is across a river and you're defending. It's gonna hold for a second and see if we can get away with that. I am liking this 1-by-1 attack that India's got going right now. Just, yeah, that's it. One unit at a time, please. That is quite handy. I can just poach your units. Look how much iron Rome's got as well. What is this start? How did you get so much and I get so little? I don't know. It's unfair. That's what this is. Okay, one attack with the urban warfare specialist, and then this unit's really weak, so we're just going to hide you in Rome itself. Take recorded history. Sailing boosted, recorded history boosted, because we got an inspiration and a Eureka from that. Nice. And immediately, we're going to pray in the walls, because next turn we can use this encampment to fire back. My first capital. And it's Rome. How would you say this? Padriles. Welcome. Welcome to the party. It's great to have you here. Now, one thing I am going to just treat myself to is a siege tower. Now, I've got both things of war. We'll work on this and we'll go from here. But just take a turn or two to heal should be all that we need. What will help my war after this? What would help my war? It's a good question. Merchant Republic or monarchy? I think monarchy's probably going to be better for chivalry. I would like to get theocracy pretty quickly to get wars of religion. I don't have a religion myself, but Russia have brought me into theirs. So we'll do that. Connoisseur, I do need science more, but culture unlocks other governor titles, so that's why we've gone for that first. We don't really need limes anymore, do we? I don't think. So we're going to put equestrian orders in, take out urban planning and put conscription in, just to rejig the government a little bit. Production is not my friend. I do not have a lot of production, but it's the pillaging. That's what's making my game today. And I only settled 2 cities, but now I've got 8. And it's all because Rome attacked me. Okay, so the encampment is going to get shredded pretty quickly by this catapult, but that catapult's very much by itself. I think we're going to be fine. Oh, hello. Hello. You know the volcano I built everything around? Oh, dear. Well, the encampment survived that. Amazing. All right, we just need to go and fix everything around it. I'm sure that's fine. Oh, traders are available now. Where are the culture routes available to Hattusa? Oh, my lord. I've given Panda's Corner 2 settlements. Oh, no. Oh, you know what? Welcome to the roster. You get this volcano one, and you get this lovely Roman one. You know, take whichever one you want. That's fine. Except my Pingala city is probably the place to send these from, which makes sense, actually. Okay, my Pingala city is probably not the one to have by the volcano, is it? Okay, all right. Right, fine. Sorry, Applefish. I'm disowning you. It's nothing personal. All right, it's nothing personal. Go to Rome. Go to Rome. Rome may be on fire, but it's probably better. Oh, dear. Ooh, okay. You want to fight the encampment, do you? I mean, I don't like that, but I respect it. Push the troops forward now. We need to make sure that we can get close, push them back. The catapults in place, protected, defended, ready to shoot. Another Hittori got killed. Man, those things really die quickly. Turns out horses, not much armor to them. They run in, they get killed. They do a lot of killing, but is that enough? I don't know. All right, moving the things around. You can see now we have a battering ram and a siege tower in range. So when my urban warfare guy hits, look, we bypass the wall and we also deal full damage to it. Amazing. But I am going to use my catapults this turn first, just whilst I bring everyone forward slowly. There is another little Roman town there, which is not ideal. I might just send a couple of units to go and dispense with it. Buy a siege tower, send these guys around. Yeah, that shouldn't be too much work, but we attack. Then we attack. And now we go, bam, the walls are gone. Woohoo, that's powerful. The Warlord's Throne is done. Absolutely exceptional. So professional army comes in. We take this turn to get ourselves tray buckets, which is absolutely how that is pronounced. Don't let anybody lie to you. Now what do I need? What's the best armor to do? Printing would give me +3 combat strength, but I think at this moment in time, apprenticeship. Let's obsolete our swordsmen, get the man-at-arms, and then we can probably work towards getting muskets if I've got lots of niter. And as you can see, it looks like I have got some niter. 1 by my capital, 2 in my conquered territory. That's 3 sources. That's plenty. Absolutely magnificent. You love to see it. You really do. I'm actually beginning to be able to sell strategics now. I've actually managed to work quite a few of them. This is a really good source of income for me. It means I can start doing things like buying builders, which is exceptionally useful. All right, let's see how much of a pain this settlement's gonna be. Can I just use 1 unit to kill it? We'll give it a go. I might need to send 1 trebuchet out that way, which we can do. There you go. Off you go. Off you pop. Trebuchet. Absolutely outstanding work. We go 1, we go 2. Antium's mine. Thank you so much. And we give it to the beautifully unnamed supporter. Monument. Watermill. Pray in walls. It's the sort of combo you like because the walls can hit the Varu. Varus do reduce the strength of anybody attacking them. The walls, of course, don't count because walls can't feel fear. Well, Well, as far as I'm aware, maybe they can. Imagine if the walls could feel thick. That would actually make me feel quite sad. I don't know about that. Oh, poor walls. Now, we have unlocked alliances. I think Kree remains an amazing alliance. Not a military alliance, probably quite a useless alliance. So we'll go religious. This will give me visibility, which is amazing. And we've met Zulu and Poland. Hello, Poland. Hello, Zulu. As well as a lot of this side of the map. You can see this donut. Oh, it has a little like squiggle island. Oh, I like that. But it is, look at this beautiful ring. Orange Poland. You hate to see it. You really do. And Zulu's at the bottom of the map. Have we met everybody yet? We have. First to meet everybody. Great. Spain, we're going to want to attack. Persia, we're going to want to attack. India, we are attacking. Our army is just going down in this direction. The Ottomans, I'm at joint war with. So you, actually, we need a military alliance because then I can hit the Varu harder. Perfect. Babylon is the other side of the ring. So we'll take a alliance with you. Let's go economic. And the Aztec is ages away as well. So we'll go for research. Who else? Maybe we'll offer Poland friendship. No, they didn't want it. What about Zulu? Friendship? Nope. Who hates me least? Poland. Delegation. Open borders. We'll see if that helps. We have one more alliance going. If she wants it, she can have it. No. Well, look who's joining the party. El Cid. Very useful. He stretches to Renaissance, so we can go to Musket, but also forms a core. So he has a very, very fun parting shot. I think I'm going to hold fire on Delhi because Delhi looks terrifying until we get man at arms, and El Cid is going to be the one to take them there. In the meantime, Shungshak, I need you to head over to Rome, where you're going to help this trebuchet deal with this city. There we go. That's much better. Bam. Do not want Rome hanging around for any longer than they need to. This Varu as well being deeply unpleasant, and now it's deeply dead. And I guess while I'm waiting, I could disassemble that encampment. That probably would be a decent move as I just line my troops up. Nice fortified line here. Start taking this apart. This is mainly for the experience on the trebuchets. I kind of want to keep the encampment alive, although that is going to block. I'm still trying to get good value from Hellenistic Fusion. I think this is going to come in later into the game. Right now, we're not gaining a lot from it. That's fine. Now, to chop or not to chop, I could go to a 2-4 tile here. Just pop the lumber mill down. That would be pretty useful. Save the charges, but we do have Magnus here. And Magnus says I can give you 50% more. So I don't know why I wouldn't take that. Let's do that. Chop out the aqueduct. 8 turns until the growth. Okay. Do I put the commercial hub down now? No, I think I'm going to start putting the traders down. And I was just debating in my head whether or not I keep these internal routes. These are 4-3. They're going to get better. No, I think I'm going to lean into the letter because I need the gold. I need the envoys. And more importantly, I need the culture. We need to keep the culture as high as we can to push towards nationalism, mobilization, fascism, all of the stuff that's going to, ism me through. But we are going to move these around so that it's basically 1 trader to Hattusa each. Because when I get Wisselbanken, I want to get the 2 food and 2 production rocking. Before Trajan gets knocked out, I'm just inviting as many people as I can in on this war. It won't be many, but anybody in on the war won't get grievances, which in the long run helps me. Maybe we don't need to wait. Okay, certainly makes this a little easier. Apprenticeship. Yeah, these mines aren't going to be as good, unfortunately, as the lumber mills. Not until we unlock apprenticeship. Lumber mills are, they're underrated, but the chops. Oh, the chops. You gotta love the chops. Oh, I don't have the movement to pillage. Oh no, it's 2 out of 3. Oh wait, move the general away. Now it's 2 out of 2. Oh, no it isn't. Of course, this general's not actually doing anything. It's the commando improvement. Ignore me. I thought I was being very, very clever there. Turns out I wasn't. The trebuchet's being clever. That's pretty clever. Until we get man-at-arms, these units aren't going to be super useful. Okay, that's fine. Knowledge of banking has increased considerably. There's apprenticeship and guilds. Everything a growing empire needs. Right, professional army, in you go. We got some upgrades to do. Man-at-arms, 65 gold. It's not much, but it's honest work. 1, 2, 3. Absolutely exceptional. Oh, that one's almost done. So almost done. And Cardiff. The Barbs have formed a city-state, people. This is incredible. We like this. A CAD has also appeared. Melee and anti-cavalry attacks do full damage to walls. Now that is something that I would love. So let's keep that in mind going forward. Absolutely wonderful. So again, just keeping an eye on what's going to make me more powerful. Gunpowder, muskets, and then into bombards. Delightful. Now we go for a monarchy. Or do we go diplomatic service first? No, monarchy first. Monarchy's a better government. Provision for Magnus. I think we're going to go monumentality next stage, so getting some settlers might be useful. Trebuchets are still raining hellfire onto Delhi, and the last 2 units will get upgraded on this front. Perfect. Okay, this is looking really good. Anshan, signs from great works of writing. I don't own any, but I could do later if I continue conquering, so keep that in mind. This is Rome out of the picture. Finally. Goodbye. You are gone from the donut. That serves you right for attacking me. And it's got an encampment. There we go. Celestial navigation boosted. What a useful thing that was. All right, widget. This one's yours. I think it's got potential. So, no pressure or anything. And the Niter. The Niter has started to arrive. Absolutely delightful. I don't think we need to wait for Delhi to fall. You know what? Actually, this is looking good. I reckon next time we've got this with a couple of attacks here. Beautiful. So only turn 109 and we're getting momentum. We didn't get 100 by 100 in any yield. It's worth pointing that out. Nowhere near on science. Culture's pretty good. Gold is okay considering the size of the army I'm fielding. Production is awful, but it's the expansion. 10 cities. 10 cities is pretty good, and I've only made 2 settlers, which means settlers are really cheap still. Now to get the industrial zones down. Only Babylon, India. India's making what? Did you build one, or is that just from a wonder? You did. There's an industrial zone here. Ho 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 ho. I don't think industrial zones give me anything, do they? No, they don't. Time to pillage. So we just enjoy this by pillaging everything we can. I will leave the districts themselves standing, but I will take out all of the buildings. Plus, we've got 5 turns before the Warlord's Throne goes free, so we might as well pillage this all. It would be rude not to. It would be rude not to. Even my capital now has Niter. That's 3 sources of it. Oh, we should be rocking now. It's monarchy time, which is otherwise a very similar government, except we get 1 more diplomatic slot because oligarchic legacy does have to go in and it's going to stay in. I don't need professional army for a while. I guess that is something I could take out. Veterancy goes back in. I like equestrian orders. It's actually giving me quite a lot of gold per turn because I sell those to everybody else. And then diplomatic league. Let's pop that in to start with. We can think about where to send our envoys. Like, for instance, to Akkad. I can make more troops. The armory is almost finished in Pella, and that's going to be a huge use for us. Stirrups, just from a little bit of pillaging that. Lovely. Build an armory. I will do that in 2 turns. So that's a boost we should get. Lovely stuff. So I can just keep pillaging over here. Calcutta, capital, 10 population. So that I say, it's about time. Armory will finish next turn. Awesome. There's the armory, rushed through. Starting to make some really good industrial zone placement spots for various cities so that we can factorize later. Factorize, of course, being a technical phrase. Don't worry. I wouldn't expect you to know it. It's very complicated, but holy sites are a great thing to pillage, as are mines. 283 gold. Oh yeah. 100 culture. Only 13 turns late. That's pretty good. A little bit more pillage. There are occasional things here, but I just want to take Delhi and keep momentum going, so we'll take that. Thank you. Shipbuilding, naval troops. Look at all these boosts. Yes. Sometimes in a game, you can feel when the juggernaut begins. Did you feel that? Oh, I actually stole a settler as well. Nice. This definitely feels like the moment in the game that the juggernaut has begun. I also notice that I've got a very injured man-at-arms that is making his way slowly to the front line. The reason I'm not stopping to heal is because I've spotted this. This is a wonder. This is Jebel Barkal, which means if I take Calcutta, my entire army will heal. So there's no point in waiting. Might as well just go. Huzzah! Huzzah to that. There's diplomatic service. We go Visselbanken? Not quite yet. I'm going to keep the double envoys card in. A lot of city-states are beginning to appear on the map right now. I want to make sure I'm in a position to claim as many of them as possible. Oh wow, there's a lot of broken stuff here. Ha 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 ha! Fix it all. How did that happen? I have no idea. I'm going to take this opportunity now to pop in professional army and retinues because we're about to unlock muskets, and my Niter situation is not as glorious as I would like it to be. Horses and iron. I'm floating in this stuff. Would you like any? Anyone like a source of horse? Oh, annoyingly, the world is running out of patience for sources of horses. This is terrible. So the stolen settler. Anything that I could use? There's actually quite a lot of resource up to the north. This frozen area of the map, so up you come. Silver Oak Clock. Knock, knock. Who's there? It's Ursa. Oh, you knew that one. And to the north, well, we're pushing in here as well. Medieval Fairs, boosted. Is that a lot of damage? It's a tack-a-mouth amount of damage. These troops are going to head in from the north now and start to encroach on Mysore, which is what I think that is on the atmosphere of the area generally. It's a Mysore. So we're going to remove that. Terrible jokes. Brought to you by Ursa. You're welcome. Oh, that is the Georgian unique unit. Yeah, okay, I'll take one of those. 7 combat strength when fighting in hill, no movement penalties for hills. Yeah, brilliant. Thank you very much. Feels very Alexander the Great, that, just taking random units from around the world. In fact, I should probably do this a bit more. The barbs are out here. There's a musket for sale there. A Corsair I'm not so interested in, but a musket, yeah, actually that's pretty handy. So make your way back to the front line, please. Industrial zone. Oh, it's glorious. Most importantly, it's finished. Where are you? Here you are on this tile. For production. It's so good. It's yummy. I really want Imhotep, actually. So get these industrial zones rocking as quickly as we can. Speaking of, here's another +3. Lovely. Remember, Calcutta falls, my army heals. So fall it must. 3 trebuchets now, all promoted, given a great general behind them. And yeah, those walls fell pretty quickly. Now we start to attack. Calcutta, not going to last long. Aha, gunpowder. Now, this is what we've been waiting for. This is how we get a very promoted army. Attack, and attack. So we are going to get 2 inspirations, a Eureka, and an army heal. It's actually just worth quickly checking. Normally what happens with Macedon is it goes from the earlier to the later. So we're going to get buttress or military tactics, and we'll get exploration, humanism, or reformed church. It's worth just checking to see if any of those can be claimed easily. If they can, do them before you get the boost, and then you can sort of maximize it. But in my case, we can't. So we take the faith on that tile quickly, and then we take Calcutta. So let's test my theory and see if that's it. Buttress is one we called out. Military tactics. Humanism, that's one I called out. Exploration. Okay, that's good. That's good. This is happening as I thought it would. As you can see, every armed unit in my land is now full health. Woohoo! Oh, of course, buttress was given because now I have a classical wonder, even though I didn't build it. Fine. Don't complain. Just accept. Okay, so Mysore is here. Then we're going to be going after Persia down to the south. There's a lot of desert to get through before there, but this is going to be an awkward one. There's a very small amount of tiles we can travel on. So the Macedon is going to start coming down, and as I say, we'll make use of all the niter we've got on our heavily promotable units. Fun fact, if the encampment building is broken, the barracks, but then you take it over as Macedon, because you change it, it fixes itself automatically. Just a fun little thing for you there. Didn't know if you knew that, but now you do. Well, we got gunpowder. We go through the top of a tree at all now, or do we go for military science and line infantry? Very tempted. Or at least to bombards. Yeah, bombards, military science. Let's do that. We are now powered with the wonderful power of a CAD, which means my musket should decide that the concept of walls are merely fabrications, and we should be able to just bypass them, which is beautiful. Wha-bam! Very good. Very good. I reckon it won't take long. Should be able to crack through this lovely city. Beautiful. Dispersing outposts as we go. It just gives me a little bit more era score. I don't think I'm going to run out of time to get the golden age, but you're never entirely sure. So it's worth just holding on to this. In the meantime, muskets. Muskets everywhere. Muskets, but not a drop to drink. I'm also looking at the 13 general points I'm getting and thinking, I need more than this. I need to be maybe twice, 3 times the next person to make sure that we get 2 generals in age. So the letter's going to come in handy again, and we are just going to continue praying in things like armories. Keep that production coming in. Keep those points coming in. Keep in mind, Persia, normal age, not a golden age. Not that that's a, real important thing, but it is. It's going to be very important. Not being able to embark my units is really annoying. I'm just going to pick up this quickly. Actually, do I want to? No, we're keeping the cost of districts down here. Let's ignore that. Swimming. My army doesn't need to swim. Destroy some walls and then bypass the walls entirely with that musket. Beautiful. Okay, the muskets, unfortunately, are not going to be as strong anymore, but we have an opportunity to produce units cheaper, which I would love to do because this is a good time to stock up my army. Yes, and we got an extra trade route as well. Perfect. So let's get rid of professional army and retinues just for a little bit. Pop in invention and craftsman because we are now building industrial zones. We're going more to an economic footing back home. Look at this. 1-turn industrial zone, 2-turn industrial zone. Get them finished. Somebody stole Imhotep. I kind of wanted Imhotep. Never mind. Trebuchets all now coming in to do good work. I reckon give it a couple of turns. We should have India out of the game. Perfect. Military emergency has failed. I'd forgotten about that. Haha. Anyone want to buy my 200 diplo favor before it all disappears? Babylon does. For a book as well. Nice. My first book. So this settlement has a campus and a holy site. So we're going to get 2 beautiful boosts. Education, Reformed Church. Lovely. We'll keep this one. It resets my 5-turn cooldown on the Warlord's throne. We'll immediately get some walls in just to protect it from that trebuchet. So exploration here is starting to give a good option because colonial offices, well, that would be something that gives me extra growth on different continents, which we're now starting to expand into. So that's cool. I think that card is definitely one to watch later, but I will change governments because as much as I like the influence points, and I do, the housing, nah, I'd rather take the production towards districts. I think that's going to be more useful. Now, we do have to get rid of invention for this because I would like to keep oligarchic legacy, but it's a good chance to just, you know, mix things up a little bit. Serfdom, still doing wonders. Urban planning, actually, that's like 5% extra production across the empire. It's not huge, but that will help. Oh, government, I'll put colonial officers in because we're going to do a lot of conquering. That loyalty actually is really handy. Speaking of, 48 population, 11 of it is here. That is a significant chunk. It is medieval walls. I don't like that, but I've got a, I've got a huge army here. Any alliances? No. But my military ally will go for a joint war. Fantastic. Huzzah military ally. I think the first thing to do is to scout out where the 231 military strength is and just to try and flank the capital as quickly as we can. We do have this unit, which is +7 on hills. So I'm going to send this one around this way to kind of block that path, and then we'll get everything else in. Fortunately, my siege equipment is a way away, which isn't great. We're going to have to do this, broadly speaking, without siege. I think one more turn and Mysore should fall though, and then that's India out, which would be very useful. City center does 28 damage to the man-at-arms. Okay, that's a reasonable city defense. We're going to need muskets in place here. I'm a great general as soon as we can get them that. I'm going to save some gold because I can get another musket on the front line if I use that Barb clan once I've taken the capital. However, wabam, India's gone. That's 2 people that have been stopped in their tracks. That's what you get when you join an emergency against me. Okay, don't do it. Elite guard musket, level 4. Amazing. Oh yeah, here we go. Look at this. 5 from military alliance with this Georgian unit, 7 from fighting in the hill, 4 from oligarchic legacy. Means that basically this trebuchet can't come into play. In the north, a new city giving me sprawling empire. Parla, this one's yours. There's a bunch of silver up here and a chance to get access to the sea, which is quite useful. Ah, that's unfortunate. Persia has now turned up with a musket, increasing the defense of the city to 60. Okay, that is not something I can deal with just with muskets alone. The siege equipment is going to have to make its way through. Okay, let's just quickly take stock, regroup, and bring the trebuchets in. There's the merchant for mercantilism and enlightenment. Double boost. 200 gold, an envoy. Hey, it all adds up. Specifically giving more production on armories. That is really good because I really do need to start making units and taking advantage of this now. While Congress has given me the opportunity to get a lot of science going. All right, as much as I would like workshops and things, I do need to start building some of this stuff out. So start using some of this iron for knights, and I'll unlock coursers and use the horses for that. And the knights is going to start giving me science as they're finished. Lovely. Battle casting. I do like craftsman. I do. It is very good, but chivalry is going to go in now. Just so I can make some more units. And as discussed, there's the Corsair. Some good trade routes, though. 8 culture on that. Thank you, Kamasi. Oh, don't bring a pikeman to a melee unit party. You know that's never going to work. The knights, they begin to appear. It's a good thing that, because we are beginning to get overrun by barbarians all of a sudden. How did this happen? I don't know. We should probably stop it, don't you think? Oh, it flooded right next to the builder that just fixed it all. That's cruel, game. That's just cruel. Why would you do that? Honestly. Anyway, I was going to go military science, but now I think I'm going to go for Ursa, because I have so many knights and I might as well make use of them. Opportunity to kill this musket though, that stops it from healing and returning. And the Great Bath, you'll be pleased to know, is not on a hill, which means I can fire over the top of it, right? Hang on, helps if I bring the general in. Yes, I can. Okay, cool. I was about to be like, no, don't do this to me, but it's not going to. The trebuchets are here. The trebuchets are partying. It's a trebuchet party. It's the best sort of party. This is what happens if you leave one encampment by your cities. It just all goes so terribly wrong so quickly. Luckily, there are troops appearing from every corner. We're just going to get tons and tons of knights over here. We're going to make knight corps. We're going to make Ursa corps, and we're going to then bring them probably over to Russia. I think we're going to make a new army, and we're going to go in the other direction at the same time, because that's just how I roll. Crossbow? No, don't think so. Siege. Attack. Attack. Okay, the capital is now under my command, roughly. Renaissance era. Okay, maybe we can do something useful with the government this time. 20-something culture I was getting before. It's not a huge amount, but Ixong Dracones would give me loyalty that stacks up on different continents, which would mean holding on to cities better. Persia's gone into a dark age. That doesn't matter. Reformer coinage. I've only got 4 trade routes. Exodus. Ha! Let's finally go monumentality. We've been putting that off for a while. We're going to bring the spoils of war back home and make sure that we're using everything we can. Like, for instance, look at this. Chivalry. Chivalry is a good card. Don't get me wrong. I like that card. But is it raid? No, it's not raid. Of course it's not raid. In fact, actually, Oligarchic Legacy's got to go as well because professional army's going in now. The capital will fall pretty easily now and the whole army is healed, I think. No, it survived. Somehow it survived. What about this? Bam. It's mine. How's the loyalty? It's almost loyal. Oh, that's perfect. And of course, every unit in my empire is now perfectly healed. Let's see where the big loyalty pressures are coming from. Okay, the biggest city is this one. We're going to go clockwise around, I think. That should be good. Oh, I forgot to then do the pillaging up. This is a well-needed upgrade. Bombard. Bombard. Actually, we need more niter. Don't panic, but we've run out of niter. Okay, don't worry. Babylon came to our aid. Haha, 3 bombards. Right, we just need to get these to level 4, and I'll have the extra range, which will be fantastic. Delicate arch. Okay, that is good, but it's blocking this settlement, which is 9 population. There's a lot of strong population around here. Military science boosted. Night kill obtained. Actually, we can get 2 forts going if we build some military engineers, which I've been meaning to do for some time. Military emergency. Okay, I've got no favor because I sold it all, but that means that I'm not going to get loyalty pressure. Oh no, okay. Spain voted down on it. Amazing. Why would Spain do that? I'm not entirely sure, but am I angry? No. Good thing about having all these cavalry units is, oh my lord, the flanking bonuses you can pick up are incredible. Mop up all of these barbarian kills. Excellent. Leveling all these units up, ready for nationalism. Mashhad is going to be too tricky to conquer. Okay, we're going to go for this northern one first. Bombards. There's a very complicated system of rivers here. I'm going to need you to somehow navigate your way through them. Thank you. Chungshak. Reduce Empire's war weariness by 25%. It's so good for me. Man, I had such bad war weariness. Blimey. Oh, that doesn't feel good. 4 population lost. Bam. Rome is disintegrated. Oh dear. I'm sure it's repairable, right? Oh well, let's get the Bombard General to distract us for a bit. Oh, we're only going to get 1 Renaissance General. That's a bit annoying. All right, we continue to build troops as we go. I need 2 forts in my land, just in case Valletta betrays me. Let's go and grab one over there. The inevitable betrayal of my once allies. Just so you know, go away, Persia. I'm not making peace. In 12 turns of the World Congress, we've upped our army strength from 650 to 1,130. So this is what we're doing now. I'm building an army at this stage, and then I'm just going to hold that army, keep it upgraded, keep it promoted. That's the plan. Little skirmishes like that help. That's wonderful. Anyway, given how many troops I've got, maybe Terracotta Army would be a good idea right now. Yeah, I'm thinking Terracotta Army would suddenly be a very good idea. Promotion would give me +1 range on all of my very high-powered bombards, and that would take a lot of the grief of this war away. Okay, yeah, you can hear me convincing myself of that as we go through. Faith pillaging, extra important. Great people I'm obviously claiming with it, but I'm also thinking of going Grandmaster's Chapel to get more troops. That would be good. And the question is going to be, is 178 science more or less than an inspiration now? Cheapest inspirations that I haven't got are printing, which is 230. So it is now worth keeping the district alive and then getting the bonus. It's always worth keeping an eye on that point. This, however, is a holy site with 2 buildings in it. So those 2 buildings can go. I actually don't know what a holy site is. I need to actually unlock that so I can fix them. I've got another city somewhere. Where is it? Delhi. I think Delhi's holy site's been on fire for some time because I can't fix it. So we'll go and deal with that quick. As I do just a spot more pillaging. Just a case of moving our bombards around to make sure that we have as many as we can that can do this wonderful firing process. And okay, the walls begin to melt. Fantastic. That took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 knights and 3 cuirassiers to defeat that barb encampment, but we did it finally. Blimey, that was ridiculous. That was by far the hardest barb camp I have thought in some time. Not sure how I feel about that, but it's not positive. Is this enough bombards to get the job done? There's 1. Here is 2, and here's the extra powerful one. 3. Ooh, not quite, but it's close. But it is close. Okay, maybe if I sacrifice this knight, it's probably going to die anyway. Let's get that kill, and then we'll give it a go. Nope. 6 health left. That is frustrating. Never mind. Nationalism. Okay, we're going to make sure that we make cores sensibly here. Namely, we're going to be using promoted units with non-promoted units. And I'm going to be doing it after Terracotta Army comes in for maximum impact. We don't need to rush this through. Tell you what I don't want to happen. I do not want all the alliances to expire. These are the only people that have seen fit to trade with me right now. Okay, some people don't want to be friends. Plus 35 and Creed doesn't want to be a friend. I don't like this. He will join my war though, so I think he'll probably ask me on his turn, if I'm lucky. Babylon also being awkward. He'll join my war as well. So, okay, that's fine. Here's another one. That's printing and astronomy boosted and natural history all at the same time. Can we keep the loyalty? Yeah, we can. Okay, Mushkin Mandeltort. This is the base from which we will continue advancing. And now to Mashad. Actually, one I am going to unify quickly is this level 4 with this level 2 because they all have different promotions. So that is suddenly a 6 promoted musket. Oh, yeah, that'll do. That'll do nicely. Tushpa, you're next. Trying to build Renaissance walls, are we? No. I would prefer it if you didn't. So we're going to do some damage to the cities just to stop that happening. You can't upgrade walls if there's damage to the walls. It's just the rules. There's the friendship from Cree. Sometimes they just want to do it on their own terms. It's confusing, but understandable. And Babylon does the same thing. I don't know why the AI does that, but it does it so consistently. Okay, siege tactics is there. That means that I can make 1 thought and 2 thoughts for the ballistics. Eureka, you can see we have Eureka'd everything apart from cartography at the moment. And then we're up to industrial era, which is brilliant. Letters got an insane army I could levy. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4 siege. 4 siege in a city-state. That's mad. The walls of Mashad are very strong. These are Renaissance walls, but the glorious Bombard force will do what it can. And of course, if there's an aqueduct to pillage, we will pillage it. That's just the way. Oh yeah, spies. Spies. Okay, I'm sitting on 3 combat power. I should have sent spies out. Whoops. I have no diplomatic visibility over any of the enemies I'm currently fighting. That's silly. Is that Rome again? Has Rome blown up again? It has. It's down to 3 population. This is a poor Pingala city. I'm sorry, but you've been demoted again. I'm going to send it back to this volcano, thus triggering an eternal volcano, like the send-off. One will trigger the other permanently for the rest of the game. That's what's going to happen here. Now, you may be panicking and saying, so you've got 25 techs versus 35 for Spain and 39 for Babylon. Well, don't worry about that. I know I've got ballistics, and we are going to get military science, but I also don't have sailing, so that's one of the reasons why. And once we've got military science, we are then going to get industrialization. There's 11 techs, which should all be pretty much 1-turn techs. That'll catch me up nicely. Professionals army is still in. Great. Cuirassier, this is 64 strength. That is substantially stronger. Couple of shots, 1 and 2. Mashad. Yeah, we're beginning to surround it very nicely now. We can even push that trebuchet back in, I think. We've produced a very large second army. We've got a full cavalry and knight host, as well as a bunch of bombards. Yeah, Smolensk, it only has 1 population, but it is on the way, and then we just hit Moscow and go around the other way. It's just the thing to do. It's, I would say, the polite thing to do. It's a compliment to Russia. It's like, hey, your empire's really good. I respect it fully. Now I'm going to kill it. I don't know how you couldn't see that as a compliment. It's like the best compliment. Tushpa is now surrounded, which is good for me, bad for Tushpa. Okay, the walls and a double attack, you say? Oh, don't mind if I do. Perfect. The boosts are now beginning to add up. And what we're finding is that the Eurekas now stretch way beyond the point of my technology. So from this point in the game, I'm only ever researching things for 60% of their cost. Civics-wise, we haven't quite had that luck because our culture is a little bit higher. So we've been going through the tree, but we'll catch up. Don't you worry about that. Cardiff bows to me. Makes me realize that I kind of need to get some boats out so I can see what's going on around this ring. I really want to know what the map looks like. I realized at some point I went to negative gold per turn. I imagine it has something to do with that minus 143 from units, but I guess we'll find that out later. Well, my government rarely has anything good in it. It's quite astounding. Basically just pillaging cards. Which pillaging cards would you like at any one moment and why? Well, I think we can probably get back into happy with a couple couple of good placed water parks. So we're going to try and just go down that line. How many turns have we got left? 10 turns left of the Congress. I know I'm hemorrhaging money here, but at the same time, if you don't get the troops now, you won't have them for the rest of the game. My plan is basically just buy them now or build them now, and you won't have to do it for the rest of the game. This is it. This is all you need to do. Attack and attack and attack. Now, that is good. Now, these muskets, unfortunately, they are running low on health, so we've got to go and find some somewhere. Might prove tricky, you know? Although, actually, it only took one movement to go there, so I can pillage for full health because I'm now out of the range of the general. Amazing. There is a wonder in Persia's capital, so as usual, it makes no sense to hang around. We might as well just continue. All of our troops are going to heal eventually anyway. Oh, even a field cannon upgrade. That's good. We could use that for the inevitable city upgrade that it will give us. Come on, Mashhad. This must be a good time. Join me. Join my nation. Yeah, they're keen now. So the question is, do we want to pillage anything before? I think we do. I think there's a lot of pillaging to be done in this city, so we're actually just going to hold off for a turn here. The turn when everything is full of regret. Terracotta army, promotion level on every single one of my units. That's a lot of units. Ugh. Never mind. Anyway, you saw building campus there. We are actually starting to build actual economic buildings now. It's wild. 10 tons from industrialization. My goodness, we're about to hit absolute glory. Look at that. Military academy. Oh, it's beautiful. Let's celebrate with Bombard Core. 560 production, that. Well, no, 420. So that would work out as, what, 100 science when it's finished? Hey, it's a turn's worth. It's a good chunk. Pillage. Pillage. It's an ancient art, but it is an important one. That's all 7 promotions on a single musket corps. Nice. And we have forward observers. Oh, on all of the bombards. That is amazing. +1 range. Excellent. Mathematics. Look, we're going to get shipbuilding soon. We're actually going to learn to embark. How exciting is that? And we're now starting to catch up with the pack. Increased science is great, but pillaging. Pillaging is honestly the thing that always does well for us. One spy off to Russia. Absolutely. I'm not going to be attacking there in a second. No. That is everything that I would like to pillage. Pillaged. So we continue to fire for a second and we take Mashhad, which gives me the boost to sanitation, steam power, urbanization, and colonialism. Oh. And guess what? Oh, we're going further. The party train never ends. Some of these cities, I tell you what, they've got districts and wonders. Obviously, this wonder is awesome. Healed all my units. Statue of Zeus. That means that we can now build anti-tank pretty quickly, especially when I unlock anti-tank. That's going to be a huge bonus. Another city. Hag Matana. Hello. Radio boosted. Scorched Earth. Oh yeah, well and truly now rushing ahead. Looks like there are 2 more for me to collect. One directly below Gordian. Okay, cool. Do we go after Spain simultaneously? Now that is the question. Cordoba is there and there's only 354 strength. So it is very tempting. This army's not going to be able to do much here. You know what? Yeah, Spain's got 7 cities and is hated by my military ally who won't join the war. Okay, that's fine. Luckily, the Cree will join me for 3 gold per turn. So that's at least one of my allies involved. Oh, look, a builder. How lovely. And a crossbow. Right, if we can just take that crossbow out quickly, that would be absolutely outstanding. Can I nibble it? Yes, we can. Oh, that'll make this attack much easier. You know what? Surprise war. Russia. I don't even need to worry about war weariness. It's pointless for me. I don't care. 543 strength, though. Russia is actually the strongest on the map other than me. And we are doing something that could be incredibly silly. We are attacking in a very, very close proximity to when the Cossacks could be appearing. I'm just going to run in my troops here to the Water of Life before I forget. It's a fun little upgrade, that one. Okay, this is not a great city, but it does have Water of Life, so I don't know whether I want to keep it or not. I'll see how bad the loyalty is when I do take it. Okay, colonial taxes now goes in. That is going to start adding up to a lot. Fire the bombard from the distance. Yes. Oh, these are weaker walls. Yeah, big boom, that one. A buttress. You've got a big buttress. Something you would never hear me say because I am just way too respectful. Okay, now, pillaging. Little bit there, but otherwise... Yeah, we're just gonna quickly get professional sports and class struggle. Lovely. Puts us up to 22 settlements. And of course, we have our massive army still. Here is the last settlement. Okay, this one's not very good. I might actually raise that one. Solikamsk has fallen. How bad is the loyalty? -27. All right, is there anything I need to do here first? Yes, we're just gonna upgrade a couple of cavalry units just to make sure we've got full strength. Yeah, that'll do. Raise it. Not for me. Now Cordoba falls. And this is the third first time, actually, that I can see the happiness across my empire has now fallen to just below happy. So we just want to keep an eye on that now. I'm not saying we do anything different. I'm just saying to keep an eye on it. Cartography. Only 5 techs away now from industrialization. And look, we're up to 5th now. We're only 5 techs behind Melita. This is what you have a huge army for. A little nudge, and a little nudge. And that is Persia out. Goodbye, kind sir. Goodbye. How can you flee from my destiny? Well, you're going to have to find a way. You know what? I just feel mean getting rid of the city. All of these can be created into something beautiful. All of them. With time. Keeping it. We're keeping it, I say. We have to. We must. So Russia is gearing up pretty well. That is a knight core, which is powerful. Especially with that much support bonus, which means, yeah, there's courses here. Okay. We need to figure this out. Let's have a look at religion. We mostly follow India's religion, actually. Question is, do we follow their religion? Difficult to say, because we might have killed India, but never mind. 9 of my cities follow that. No, I was going to say we could have gone for wars of religion, which would give us some decent combat strength, but no, I think what we're going to have to do is just lure them into a bit of a trap, get them to attack us in various formations, whilst I get my bombards stood on the hills ready to fire. All my weak units are going to come out as well. I'm also going to start coring units up with promotions, because this thing is way more powerful, 74 strength, so that's good. Da Vinci gives me the boost towards steel and a bit more culture, and I'm using my faith now, monumentality-wise, to get myself tons of builders and settlers. We're doing it. We're actually getting infrastructure now. This is the time, people. This is the time. Conquistadors, these are muskets. We'll keep on pillaging, we'll keep on attacking where we can, and flanking. Look at that. Bam. Oh, they just killed one of my cuirassiers with the conquistadors. Ouch. Spain, just being mean. Terrible. Anyway, military emergency. Failed yet again, because no one is alive to see it anymore. Oh, I love when that happens. All right, the world conquest is beginning now, which means we're going to go back to Pella, which has got a lovely 61 production at the moment, just fielding a nice 20%. And we're going to start looking to try and bring this up a bit. Merchant Confederation will make way for, I think, probably Visselbank and eventually to up the production a little bit. Maybe when we've got more trade routes going. I am about to start getting more trade routes very soon with the Aztec in question, because these all have lovely amounts of science. But once this commercial hub is in place, I'm going to pop the dam down finally to try and give myself a little bit more adjacency on this industrial zone. That should make it go from +5 to +8, which is just wonderful. Then I think eventually we're going to go for the campus on this tile. Builders are going to come in just to help chop and do all the good stuff around here. In fact, we've got Liang. Liang's here. Liang's on the way. Don't worry. Bang. Like so. Get it all finished. Everyone into the capital. We're going to make this place beautiful. And this is kind of the time of the game now where I'm starting to think about getting science. 146 turns. Our Eurekas are now way ahead of our tech, so the tech needs to increase. Salamanca is gone. What does that push us up to now, I wonder? 25 settlements. Huzzah to that. Water park. Fantastic. We've only got, I'd say, about 5-7 amenities spare across my empire here before we start falling unhappy. So yeah, we definitely want to make sure that we get this as quickly as possible. Well, I'm starting to discover things across the sea now, like for instance Mittler. Hello Mittler. I have envoys here, so we're going to put diplomatic league back in, and I'm going to take the extra growth rate in cities with a campus. Nice. And hopefully will give me more visibility, which it does. The little sprinkles of the world. Mexico City is a good find as well. I love Mexico City. It's one of my favorites. Making water parks, entertainment complexes, power plants all give a bigger range. Yeah, we're going to try and claim that as soon as we can. And Beeline getting another few envoys here. Ooh, universities are now worth 10 science. Ho. Well, I better build some of those then. I have stolen some campuses, so might as well. Here's Bilbao. Next target. Sorry, Spain. You've still got 5 cities, which means you've got 5 more wars to fight at the very minimum. 100% production. We're going to go for city center, knowing that's probably the only thing that's going to go through. And we're going to double up on, where is it? Engineering points. Ignore the explosions. It's just Rome on fire again. Don't worry about it. No artists. Okay, we've actually hit the encampment of Moscow. Look how beautifully this is set up, right? Russia is here. They have a mountain range blocking their lands from mine, and they've popped an encampment just in the mouth of this mountain range gap, a 1-tile gap protected by an encampment. Now, the AI probably did this accidentally, but I'm just going to suggest that it didn't, and I think think that's awesome. You love to see it. It's really cool. Still pillaging though. Remember, we're leaving the district itself alive and well. Oh, actually, you know what? One into Mexico, one into Hong Kong here, just whilst I still have that along. And did I find anything else from Mexico? Not yet. That's fine. Do I keep diplomatic league in? I think Raj is becoming quite powerful now. Look at this. Let's put that in. Colonial taxes is getting me a lot of gold, but I'm going to switch it to a smaller Vissel banking because that's hitting the capital. And the capital is worth having more of. And then I just don't have any gold right now. So Craftsman goes in for more production again somewhere like the capital, which is now up to 81. Perfect. Oh, an urban warfare line inventory. Hey, bam. That does damage. Oh, is that a second attack? You know, I think it is, but I really kind of want Forbidden City to be finished, but I don't want to wait around until it is. So there we go. We're going to take it again. And combustion and suffrage boosted. Okay, right. That was probably a little too quick. We're going to just hold back on some of these future captures and really make sure we pillage everything because, yeah, the campus wasn't pillaged and it was a farm. Okay, we only had a couple of things we needed to pillage, but you kind of get the idea now. We need to really start to maximize this. And where's the loyalty coming from? Most of it is coming from below me to the left, and that is Madrid. That sort of checks out then. Listening post in Russia. Okay, +3 combat strength in this huge fight for the encampment of Moscow. If we can break through here, we're going to be laughing, so that's fantastic. How's my science doing? Oh, we're up to 4th now. 6 techs behind Babylon and 3 techs behind Aztec. Yes, Aztec. Get it? Get it? Because they're so technological? Yeah? Do I think Wars of Religion is going to work for me? I think I've just conquered too much, but what can you do? Such a good policy, that one, but not for today. Let's kill that skirmisher. Breakthrough. We're over the river. Okay, that means I basically now have free reign to bring the bombards forward in what I like to call the bombard chorus. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh, yeah. Okay, right, next time we've got that. You know what? I think I might take this city-state as well. Might trigger an emergency, but one likely to want to claim it. It's a faith one. I mean, Chinguetti is very good, though. Who likes this city-state? Oh, actually, look, it's just Spain. If we eliminate Spain, we can claim it as our own. Okay, for a second, I was gonna kill it, but I'm not going to. Mass production. Bang, bang, bang. And the encampment is gone. Perfect. Means we can now heal our unit and continue moving on. Industrial and modern general. Okay, this is awesome. Shemabai. Oh, we recognize this person. Civ, anybody? Civ 7? 87 production. Yes, the city's looking good. Get this stuff finished for me. Remember, any pillaging in a holy site is good pillaging. Keep pushing in. They still have 400 strength. That's still too much. No. You may feel like we're done, but we're not done. Scorched Earth means total war has to go in. Remember that, because if you don't do it, you lose out on pillaging. The last thing we want to do is lose out on pillaging. Spain has 0 army, by the way. All of those conquistadors that were here before, they're all gone now, and that's great. That means that we've basically got free reign to pillage whatever and wherever we want. Remember, industrial zones, commercial hubs, none of those give me any of my bonuses, so they all need to go to the floor. Okay, 6 sources of coal. Thank goodness we actually have some coal. I've got some faith saved just for this. There's 1. 2 is under a district. 3 is under a district. 4 is under a field. Let's quickly go and grab that. That is just under like a wood. I just used gold on that. I don't know why I used gold on that. And that one is just out in the open as well. Perfect. Hey presto, 6 sources of coal. That is really good. The last few games I've played, I've just had no coal, even if I own the entire map. So I'm glad about that one. Right, flight for observation balloons. Then we're going to go oil and artillery. Well, if you didn't know what happens at this point in the game, once we industrialize, it's basically factories. Factories everywhere. But factories are really good for us. We're going to get an extra 2, 4, 6, 8, 11, 14 production towards building things once these are in place. So that's wonderful. Remove improvement with the military engineer, which means the builder can immediately get the mine going. Haha, efficiencies. Like using a builder for scouting in the inner donut. That's efficient too. It isn't. It's not efficient at all. Settling is though. Just continuing to expand and claim as much of this donut as we can. What can we pillage this turn though? There's 1 turn's worth of tech. Here is another one. Here is some gold gold. Here is some faith. Okay, Madrid is looking pretty on fire now. So we go to claim it. Huzzah! Now that's a good looking city. That's looking absolutely beautiful. Pray in the walls, use the walls to shoot, and huzzah. Perfect. The line infantry they did build is now dead. Our bombards have arrived in Barcelona. As is our line infantry, which is just going to start getting to work with this pillaging as well. So we've got 2 techs that turn, as well as the boost to flight and electricity. Again, we're just pushing these along. Refining is going to be the next one. Start with a factory in Pella, sending the gold back to the capital. 112 production now. Look at this repair bill. That's a lot of things to repair. Corona. There are Renaissance walls on this one, and almost a finished wonder. HUZZAH Sophia. Yeah, could you finish that for me, please? Thank you. So Russia. Okay, they've still got quite a few resource or troops down this end, which is not ideal. But as long as our cuirassiers and our knights and stuff like that can keep pushing the line, which they are, our bombards can follow suit. They'll follow up just behind. We'll start to actually erode Moscow's walls. What did I mention? I'm still settling. This is just north of my original cities. Tundra means lots and lots and lots of resources. So we're just going to go and grab these. So as you can see, here we go. The campuses are now beginning to get built in vast numbers. This is what I call backfilling the economy after, of course, we do all of this beautiful war. And all of the trade routes are now going to come from the capital. Let's make use of our scientific ally, I think. Push that number up even more. Remember to pillage every mission. These things don't hang around when you conquer a city, so there is no point in leaving them alone. They're just going to disappear anyway. So take them all. Look, barbarians pillaging my stuff. How dare you? How very dare you? How close to finishing is this one to HUZZAH Sophia? I think it's pretty far away. That's a shame. I really could have used the healing here, given the state of some of my troops. Never mind. Don't forget about city-states as well. Pillage. Everything should be pillage. Keep an eye on holes in the Eureka tree like refining here. I don't want to take that on a city conquer, so build the coal power plant manually. Excellent. There's refining. Can't believe Magnus was killed in my capital. It was a bug. It's never going to be the same. Actually, it is. It's 141 production. It's doing great. Don't stress about it. Oh, this is fun. This is fun. Look at this. 11 cities in range of this water park and 2 theater squares. Oh, go on then. Go on. Treat yourself. That'll be really good for happiness, actually. Oh, we're right on the edge of being unhappy in our cities now. Urbanization. Stolen. Absolutely delicious. Now let's mobilize. Get ourselves some armies. Yes. Good pillaging armies. That's what we need. Barcelona. It falls. Giving me chemistry boost. Okay, I think I actually would have gotten that pretty soon anyway because of my alliances. Actually, I'm a little bit further off the alliances than I would think. Yeah, like 20 turns off. That's fine. We do have a mighty source of horse in this settlement, which is great. And of course, we can purchase in the new wall. This is on the coast. We don't have many on the coast. You know what? I actually need a boat or two. Let's go and get a boat or two in a second. I want to go and find more city-states. It's got to be a bunch out there. And look at all the production ones we found recently. There's a huge... Oh, you know what? Actually, we got Mexico City. So I lie. It wasn't 11 cities within range. It's actually... Let's have a quick look. 15 cities in range of that water park. Okay, if you insist. Oh, in typical Civ fashion, the barbarians are stronger than the Spanish. What's the difference between a barbarian and the Spanish? Perspective. So all of these districts have been totally pillaged by the barbarians, which is not very handy. Namely because I'm not going to get any boosts from taking this over because of these barbs. Ugh. Silly barbs. Anyway, the Ottomans are kind of in the way, and then the Zulu. The Ottomans are my allies. Now, I'm not level 1 allies with them, so I can betray them, and our alliance expires in 9 turns. 9 times 1.25 is not enough to get us to that alliance. So, okay, we could declare on the Ottomans next, and then just keep going if we needed to. Kree and Aztec will give us a similar problem. Aztec are very powerful. 72 strength wars, but Kree are just really far away. I think Ottomans are probably going to be the next place to go. 9 settlements there. Yeah, just keep eating donut. If in doubt, eat more donut. That's the thing to do here. Brussels. Oh my lord, there are so many city-states. This is nuts. Okay, sorry, Visselbank. And Diplomatic League is going back in for a bit because I feel like this set of waters is going to be just full. Absolutely full. In fact, as I claim a few, like Mittler, yeah, I'm going to levy them. We're going to levy them and then just go and explore with their troops. Anshan will be the other one. Oh, I just lost a musket, a very highly leveled musket, because it got surrounded by 4 4 line inventory. I tell you what, these barbarians are way worse than the Spanish. That's nuts. Okay, well, all right, fine, barbarians. I will give you the respect you deserve. I will come over and destroy you utterly because, you know, you deserve that treatment. I respect you. Oh, is that not what you meant for me to do? Oh, well, you should have been clearer on that point. Trade routes to my own cities, gain extra gold. I mean, that in itself is okay if I had them. I don't, but I do get an extra envoy. And that is useful because we can go to Brussels and say, hey, 1-2, give me 15% production towards wonders, and more importantly, more production when building out an economy. Ta-da! Oh, we found Nan Madol. Okay, now that one's quite good. Just passive culture gain. And first meet. You see? Look, Diplomatic League. People tell me in the comments all the time, Ursa, you're using Diplomatic League for too long. You're not gaining a benefit from it. You do. You do on barbarian clans. You have to keep it in way longer than you think. I promise you. You have to believe me. I'm trying to help you. All right, Anshin, can I borrow your troops as well, please? Thank you. We're just going to be putting these on auto explore and picking up goodie huts. Oh, there's so much pillaging to be done here at the moment. Yes. Typical Russian defense in Civ 6 as well. Just great people everywhere. You can't move on these tiles for fear of stepping on a great person. It's impossible. Bates, I think, are going to disappear as well, so we'll make sure to pillage those. As you can see, okay, Moscow's looking pretty broken now. I think we'll take this one with my insane 89 strength Ursa units. Oh, that's a big one. Capitalism boosted. Nuclear program boosted. That's typical for Russia. Very good. Keep city. How bad's the loyalty? -3. Is that it? Note how I have no cities anywhere around this, and somehow we're still loyal. Just don't worry about it. It's fine. Ancient walls, get them in, and fix all the devastation that I've left. Unfortunately, that encampment did have to get destroyed, so I didn't get the science boost from that one, but there are others around, so we can do nicely on this. Loads of holy sites here as well. I'm now second in tech, by the way, only 3 behind Babylon. That awkward moment where there's a drought just by an area you've chopped some woods down. It's not me, not my fault. Oh, 4-turn Kilwa. I think Kilwa in my capital sounds like an amazing job. You know, we never actually did build Mausoleum. It is still available. Do I even know what a... No, we don't even know what a harbor is. Maybe we should try and get that first. But Filippo's not going to wait around for that. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Keep pillaging. Keep moving forward. I'm saving a little bit of gold here. Mainly because I want to buy some observation balloons in a second. Oh, yes, depredation. That's right. Oh, yes, perfect. Absolutely amazing. You love to see the district just fall away. Okay, that's all the pillaging we can do there. Novograd. It's probably the only other big major city that Russia's got. But as I say, we're just taking our time. We don't need the cities. It's for conquering every 5 turns. Oh, this is a wonder. Actually, this is going to heal my army if we take this. Lovely. And we took Oracle earlier. I didn't even notice we'd taken Oracle. Oh, that's bad. That's bad when you're conquering and you don't even know why or how you're conquering. You just are. Ow. The Russian city center just did 40 damage to a Corsa unit. What? What did you build? Like, what? Why is your range strength that high? That's horrible. Don't kill me like that. Ugh, horrible. Anyway, flight means we have an observation balloon. Da, 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 da. Now we can strike over 3 tiles. Isn't that lovely? Isn't that absolutely magnificent? World's first army, 5 strength or 5 promotion Ursa. Oh, it's a good unit that. Now for more envoys. Conservation quickly. Look at all these boosts. Look, we're boosting now all the way up to professional sports. We're into the atomic era. Actually, we're into the atomic era on science boost as well. Amazing. Observation balloon on the Spanish front. Ah, the cacophony of bombards is finally here. You ready for this? Starting with the 3 promoted one, we go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh, I love how weak bombards are. Don't worry, we'll have artillery very soon. 3 envoys when built. It's Kilwa. That's a 15% boost in the capital and 15% empire-wise if we can wrangle enough suzerains, which we're going to try and do. You can see down here we have 5 industrial, so that's 15% production, and 2 encampment and 2 science. We've got all of those bonuses. We don't have the culture, nor do we have faith or economic. So I just need to have a think about whether I want to push those, and I kind of do actually. Kamasi's gone. I don't like that because that actually was giving me a decent chunk of culture on my trade routes. Yeah, about 50. Then we're going to go 1-2 with Namadol. We've got the double diplomatic league card in, which is going to give us 15% culture across our empire, but also give us a little bit of culture on all of our coastal and lake adjacent districts, which we don't have a huge amount. But did you see that 320 goes to 495? Namadol remains one of the best, if not the best city-state in the game with any map that involves water. That is ridiculous. We've also just found Preslav, Bologna, and Bandar Brunei on this other set of islands. Alas, we don't get the 3 envoy with any of those, but it's just a matter of time. Don't worry about that. So, as discussed, making sure we don't go too much further than the boosts we have available, because we might as well Macedon this. We're going to go oil, artillery, research labs. Make it so. And I think Grandmaster's Chapel, seeing as we're sat on 3,600 faith, that should be lovely. Again, keep in mind things that you can probably do yourself. 3 armies or armadas. That feels like something I should be able to do. I mean, surely we've got enough units to do that. Okay, Grandmaster's Chapel will hold that through. So I'm actually, look, I'm in the place where I can conquer this city, but I'm not going to. We're going to leave it alone because I don't want to overlap the boosts. No, instead we will continue our pillaging, what should we call this? Tour. A new city, number 32. Brad Bickley, this one's just for you. It's wonderful. It's lovely. And I think I am going to spend a little bit of faith before Grandmaster's Chapel. We might as well. We're going to lean into the fact that we've got these military academies that we can just buy with the letter. I need the great people points. Some of them I'm actually building ourselves, but the production you get on them is actually really nice. So let's get them. I think it's just a win-win all round. I mean, we can even build some of our unique buildings on top of that. Conservation. Okay, we've now got 5 envoys available, which is lovely. And because Diplomatic League is still in, I'm just going to go through the list and we're going to drop 1 envoy into every city-state that I haven't really had an influence with. Specifically, the ones that are peaceful with us. I might not bother with Jerusalem just for now. I might go for Samarkand instead. But what we're looking for is city-states that have only 3 envoys needed to claim them. Just putting in the work now. Perfect. Getting maximum value from this, making sure we've got as many pieces of gold, a little bit of extra science coming in, culture. There's loads that we can work on, as many envoys as we can get now. Now mass media into ideology, and then we'll either go naughty government or one of the others. I think the naughty government is probably the one I want, given, you know, the fact that we are invading people. I mean, I could go democracy or communism. I think both would be decent choices for me, to be honest with you. We'll see how we go. We'll see how we go. Goodness me, I forget how much I set on fire when I was here last time. Everything's burning. Please stop. Remember to pillage the faith. It's really important you do. Signy. Over in Ottoman territory. Nice, good to see you. I think we are going to become well introduced to each other in a short amount of time. Remember, I'm just avoiding taking these cities just for a second. Or do I want to? Now, this one's continually burning. I might just take this because, yeah, there's no boost I'm going to get from this one. I don't want Warlord's Throne to run out. Warlord's Throne needs to be active. 20% production across my empire for the rest of the game. The barbarians are the ones that pillaged this one. Not me, promise. All right, now we can pick up 3 armies. So what I'm going to do is start with these bombards. Each of these are cores, so I go in now and I use my faith to buy a bombard, and then I take the unit I would like to make into an army and create the army, and hey presto. Oh no, we've run out of faith. Anyway, we go back in, we do the same thing, and I say, here's an army, and there's combined arms. Perfect. So that is now the boost. We're unlikely to get an oil power plant because I don't know what they are. Plus, we haven't built any planes yet. Oil well, we haven't unlocked this. I guess we could wait 1 turn and then just see if we could get an oil well, but it feels like we're waiting for the sake of it now. No, I think we're gonna continue pushing. Okay, so Astrakhan, take that one, and there's synthetic materials, which is 2 aerodromes. Okay, so it randomly selects within the atomic area. That's fun. Even I learned things about Macedon after using them. Oh, aid request. Yeah, I don't think people are going to be super keen about that one. 5-turn Forbidden City. Oh, especially if I'm going for the naughty government, which has terrible cards. Might just see if I can rush this one through. How is liberalism helping? It is kind of helping still. Let's get rid of public works briefly. I want to pop in skyscrapers, which will take a turn off, and then means Filippo. Yep, okay, we're looking good now. 3 turns. Get it done. Get it done. Oh no, they've almost killed my cavalry anyway. Zaragoza. Sorry, Spain. Oh dear, you won't stand the test of time. 1 population, it's awful. Sorry, this one will go. I don't pillage too much, or I raise too much, I should say. And oh look, all the military alliance with the Ottomans expires in 3 turns. Ah, funny that. So anyway, Anyway, then my army just sort of camped on the border for a bit. Don't worry about why, or if that's a good thing. I'm sure it's fine. No, not a military emergency. No. Poland. Ugh. It's almost like you're on my target list. No, but you'll be fine. Oh, how much oil did I get considering I own half the map? One oil. Yep. A single tile of oil. Okay, there's a bunch in the desert between my cities. That kind of checks out. But yep, genuinely, we have basically no oil. That is disappointing. Okay, so we're going to go and settle this area. So I will need another settler. How much? 320 faith for a settler. You know what? I think we can somehow afford that. Is that shrine still standing? It is. Fantastic. All right, go, Mr. Settler. Go and get me some oil, please. I need it. Well, whilst I scramble for some oil, I guess the bombards can just continue firing for a bit, and we'll look to take some Petersburg, which actually does have some oil. Okay, so there is oil there. Panic not, everyone. We will get our fix of delicious oil. Well, hey, Forbidden City. That said 2 turns last turn, but I just seem to have finished it. Perfect. Wildcard policy slot. And steel, unlocking artillery. Right, this is really good because I've been trying to think about how to put forced modernization into my government, and now I don't need to think about it because it just is in. We'll pop natural philosophy in now, just to up our science a little bit. And colonial taxes is offering me quite a bit of yield these days, seeing as a large chunk of my empire is on a different continent than my starting continent. So we like that. Saint Martin, excellent. Good to see you. Wonderful addition to my empire. And I think I just need a little bit of a science boost. So we're going to start making some troops again. What would I need on the front line? I think I might get myself some cavalry army. 79 strength. The advantage to a nice cavalry army is that we can do some more pillaging as we go, which I think is the most important thing. Still pillaging. Still pushes me ever closer to my target. All armies need to be upgraded to maximum force. So if we've still got muskets, they're going into line inventory. All of these units that are highly leveled, these are all going to start getting supplemented with other units. Like, for instance, there's a level 4 bombard here, and that needs to be a core. So let's start praying some stuff in, please. All my favor is going to be used on right now is army reinforcements for my powerful leveled units. It's just the way. Cold War and cultural heritage found in a goodie hut. The boosts of them anyway. That's nuts. That was probably 2,000 culture just in a single tribal hut. Wow, late game. This is why I still have units going around picking them all up. Auto explore. It's worth it. Economics. The boost for chemistry in one random tech from the industrial era. I hate to break this to you, but I have all those boosts. Sorry, Mendeleev. You're normally really cool, but in this case, not at all. I don't think we have any easy eurekas or inspirations now. So we start conquering again. Space race. Rapid deployment, both boosted. The Lord Rich effect is strong with this city. Perfect. Smolensk is going to get pillaged or raided to the floor, I believe. And of course, we have a wonder in that. So all of my units have healed again. Yay! You know what? Mimir, do I want to? No, I just refuse. We'll go for Lovelace instead. Lovelace would be really handy in the capital. We need more districts here, desperately. Oh, just to show you actually how powerful this is. Cavalry army, 743 production. So that would be 180 science finishing it, which is like a quarter of a turn's worth of science, which is not good in one city. But a city like this one, for instance, which isn't doing anything else, this is perfect. So you start working on that as well, and then we'll put the relevant speeding up cards in once we go for the naughty government. It'll be great. It'll be wonderful. Right, Aztecs are no longer our allies, as are the Ottomans. And you know what? I might let both expire. We don't have a level 2 alliance with Aztec, and they only have 300 military strength and a whole bunch of districts. So, first of all, we go in. Does anyone want to do any trading? People certainly do. The spoils of war are very tempting for most players. Asking for raw gold up front, fantastic. And we will denounce and denounce. How long until the next stage? 2 turns. Okay, 2 turns, we can declare a golden age war. Oh no, hang on, grievances. Grievances don't matter. Of course they don't. Surprise war. Oh, I love playing as Alexander the Great. Look at his face. Look at that unhappy face. He's not a happy boy. Look, in a bit, you don't have to worry about being unhappy because everything will be Macedon. Just think about how happy you'll be at that point. All right, let's see how quickly the bombards shred. Once the observation balloon is here, we can fire over mountains, which is great. Renaissance walls will slow this down, but as you can see, this is the kicker. This is the army, and bam, 43 wall damage. 3 turns, we should have that city. That's not too bad. We can wait. We can wait on that one. Oil Town. It's Oil Town. Matt Beard, I'm not saying you have only one job, but you kind of only have one job, and that's to pick up these 2 sources of oil. Thank you. Oh, the oil well. Lord Ridge effect has got me the plastics boost. Amazing. I also just want you to remember this number. 186 production. Magnus is going to be restored next turn, which allows me to use vertical integration on the capital. And because we've got Mexico City, we have a lot of factories in range of this. So I'm hoping the production goes up considerably. It's my first artillery army. Just wanted to see. This is Novograd, 73 strength. Renaissance walls. This is my artillery with 114 strength, and it takes a third of the walls off in one hit. Oh yes. Oh yes, that is so. That is absolutely how these things work. Let me just quickly take Smolensk, because this is just a terrible, terrible little one population settlement. And now we push forward. Well, there's the industrial era. What do I need at this point from the golden age? Loyalty, movement at sea? Nah. Reform the coinage. I've only got 6 trade routes. Heartbeat of steam. Now, I am building campuses and wonders are useful, but I think 15% production towards military units. I like this. I like that a lot because it's very Macedon. Is it the best choice that I could have gone for? Probably not. But it's the best choice for me, and that's what's most important. 222 production, by the way, we've gone to 24 from factories. Oh, I love it. Vertically integrating is my favorite thing to be integrating. More artillery. 1 there, 1 there. Okay, the Northern Army is now entirely artillery based, which means El Cid can be retired. Actually, you know what? I might as well just get the military academy in Gigabet and then get myself 1 more artillery, and then we can just go and make that into a core. That sounds like a fun plan. My trade routes now, we're focusing on going for trade routes for city-states that are offering me envoys, like for instance, Brussels. Helps me just get closer to 6. Gives me that production boost when I get there. That would be lovely. Halep, congratulations, you've joined the party and given me the boost to advanced flight. Yay! Well, we can actually upgrade to infantry now. Well, that does take oil. I gotta make sure we got a lot more oil before we do that. We don't have enough of that sequence of upgrades just yet. The artillery is gonna eat everything first. Chemistry and ideology. Exceptional. That means we can put lightning warfare into the government. Yay! Okay, now we'll make horses just that little bit quicker. Cavalry armies in 3 turns. Ho ho! Thank you so much. Now electricity. Try and get an oil power plant before we get the boost to advanced ballistics, which is looking unlikely. But you never know. You never know. I just faith purchased a write-up to get Preslav and Namadol back on side because Namadol was giving me tons of culture. Hello, Bologna. Will you join the cause, please? How much is that for a university top-up? 30 cents. Excellent. Do you want to see how the artillery's burned through Novograd? You ready? Bang, bang, bang. And the walls are gone. Hey! Optimization imperative. Distributed sovereignty. All the governments just giving ourselves a boost. But one little fun fact for you. Macedon is really good at stopping tourism victories. Do you see this? 356? Because every time we get one of these inspirations, that was worth 1,400. That was worth so that's 2,800 culture. So we just picked up 28 domestic tourists, just like that. Impossible to defeat touristically. Yep, touristically is a word. I know. All the things you learn on the Ursa channel, it's crazy, isn't it? I bet you've never heard of the word touristically before, but there you go. Now you know. You're welcome. Okay, the artillery armies are appearing thick and fast, which is great because we need as many as we can get. My great general is not very useful anymore. Swap these things around. San Martin, do you mind coming and joining in? Oh, you only work to modern. Oh no, that works on artillery. I was just thinking, like, really? Do you not work on that? No, you do. You do. I can't read. It's fine. Oh no, the Janissary is coming through and it's about to destroy my artillery. No, it's not. The units come and rescue. Do we take Istanbul first or Adana? I think we go for Adana first, don't we? I mean, it's not going to take long to do both, to be honest with you. Remember, keep buying artillery. For instance, I've got a 4 promoted regular artillery, so I'm just going to quickly purchase an artillery. Oh no, I can't because I don't have enough oil. All right, we'll do that next turn. Bam. Oh, yes, that's right. There were walls there. once upon a time. Extra points if you can still spot them. Theatre Square, no buildings. Campus, no buildings, so keep them alive. We're going to take those without pillaging them. It does make me think, though, we need more oil. We need a lot more oil. Huzzah! Totalitarianism. That is the naughty government, aforementioned and predicted. So, total war is still allowing us to pillage. Lightning warfare gives us science from building cavalry. Force modernization is giving me tons and tons of artillery. Third alternative does sound good, but I'm going to go logistics because it will push my units around the map just about a little bit quicker. 5-year plan, Raj, fantastic, but we need more. Liberalism was needed to keep all of my cities just above the content line. Martial law is not needed. Oligarchic legacy could be handy, but we've got enough strength right now. That's fine. Yeah, go on, man. Third alternative. In you go. As well as levy en masse. So our gold is going to go from 39 per turn to 246. We've got the computers boost, which is wonderful. And we need the oil power plant, which luckily I've just finished a factory in Takamov Damage. This is just outside the capital, which means we can vertically integrate this power plant. Bam. Give ourselves that boost. Okay, now rocketry, nuclear fission. These are both spy upgrades. You can't boost these without using spies. Would of course be the incorrect thing to say because Macedon can. Simply put, Macedon is better than you. Macedon can do what Macedon wants. There's nothing else to pillage up here, so Adana goes in and look, there's nuclear fission and social media. Fantastic. How many cities have we got now? 39 of them. Amazing. And Babylon is no longer my ally. Yes, I would like you to be my ally, please. I can't be bothered to fight Babylon. He's too far away. I mean, maybe we just let everyone expire now. They're still giving me some luxuries. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe he'll accept my deal. We open borders this. Do you want to join in with one of my wars as well? Yeah, you do. Maybe he'll join back in. Like, as I say, I don't want to kill everyone. I just can't be bothered. Right, aluminium next. Find it for me, please. And professional sports, for stadiums, and happiness. Then we can get liberalism out of my government. Ugh, it is not the fascist way. Liberal fascists? I guess it kind of works. Now, the nice thing about the naughty government is 50% production towards units, which all converts into more science. So look, cavalry army, 5 turns in widget, which only has 97 production. Oh ho! That means my capital can be doing this in pretty much 2 turns. So we're going to get a lot of science. Just remember, radio says 2 turns. I think Kazan has also been blown to small bits. So the walls will now disappear. We'll take this next turn. Beautiful. Well, actually, no, we can take it this turn. I've got some spare cavalry just hanging around. Or can I? No, I don't have the strength. Oh, that's a shame. Never mind. There we go. Ada Lovelace. Oh, did you see radio completed that? So we got way more than 1 turn's worth of science because we're building so many cavalries. Now, I do like spamming cavalry, but we're gonna get Royal Society quickly. With Liang established next door, it means that we can rush any space project. Speaking of, we still need rocketry. And attack! No, we don't. I lied! Ha ha ha. So now we unlock rocketry and we go for satellites, which is 2 broadcast centers. You know what? I don't think that's gonna be what gets us that boost. If I could just make a wild guess. Just a little sprinkle of pillage. And then Ursa's cannons begin to fire once again. Oh, another one falls and there's nuclear fusion. Oof. That was a bad one for Russia, not for me. Oh, aluminium. There's 1 under this farm, 1 that's unimproved there, and 1 under a wonder. Okay, that's good. A couple more builders and we'll have those down. Actually, planes. Planes would be pretty handy. Yeah, there is professional sports and rocketry, because of course we are just burning through the tree now. Okay, well, what else would be helpful? I reckon probably getting to globalization and social media as soon as possible, given the fact that we've got 14 suzerains. So let's do social media to start with. Attack and attack. Whoa! I don't think this city has anything in it. No, raise it. It's not good for me. Here's another one, and with that, Russia is out of the game. He can't cross a field, apparently. Well, there you go. Stealth tech. I always love seeing the stealth tech boost. You never get that one, ever. It's not impossible, but it certainly is very tricky. Okay, now we start lining up for the Aztec border. They haven't got steel yet, but steel is probably quite close. There's pyramids. Oh, excellent. That's going to help the space race. That gives us more charges on builders. You know, and sometimes you think you're in danger. Like this galley has been on auto-explore, surrounded by ice, so it doesn't seem too bad. I can't get out. Now onto the spaceport. We are almost ready for the builder rush. So I think levy en masse is going to start coming out now for public works. And I think maybe we'll wait on the pyramids, but that shouldn't take too long. That is the capital. Wow, 19 population capital. Look at that. Golden Age War. Da 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 da. This'll help. Aquatic center. Remember how many cities this surrounds? Oh ho ho! I think I should be able to take liberalism out very soon, especially if this stadium gets finished as well. That would be awesome. Eden has just very kindly built an encampment for me. Thank you so much for that. That's lovely. That gives me nanotech and near future governance. In retrospect, you could say that I was going to get those boosts anyway, but nah, it's all good. Istanbul is being annoying. It's a bit of a choke point, so I'm just going to take it quickly. There we go. Telecommunications, composites, venture politics, all boosted. I don't think that we've got any problems here. My Russian spy is back home. I'm going to keep you actually in my city, next door to the commercial hub and the spaceport in the yeah, like let's just put you there. And then hopefully Magnus won't get killed. That would be handy. I'd quite like it if you weren't killed. Oh my lord, Rome is burning again. Would you believe it? Would you believe it? Oh, I don't remember the last time this happened. Just so out of character. Again, another one. Nah, I don't need that. Keep pushing forward. I realize I never got the consulate here. It's worth so much yield. Everything just multiplies off the city-states. Oh my lord, yeah, it's like 12 production in a building there. Let's get the chancery going as soon as we can as well. Just a small upgrade to this one, but drone. Just means my observation balloons can give +5 combat strength, which is lovely. And a lot more sight. Ho ho ho. Absolutely exceptional. And my cavalry is also here. Remember, not pillaging the campus. I pillaged the campus. Oh, I looked at the tile and everything and was like, oh, we've got room here. We won't go overboard. We went overboard. It happened. Let's try and not do it here, for instance. We go 1, 2. There is combustion. Right, that's where we want to leave it. Okay, cool. Honestly, sometimes my own stupidity astounds me. Oh, flood barriers. We have the latter. To be honest with you, I'm not so... Hang on a second. What? That was so many tiles. My goodness, it's like the inner donut. Oh my goodness, the inner donut is just primed to flood everywhere. That's terrifying. All right, we might need to revisit this. We may need to revisit that. Attack, and attack. Oh yeah. We're shifting now. We're shifting fast. Space race. It's a space race. We don't need forced modernization anymore. So, integrated space cell. In you go, please. Let's see if these artillery can do the job this turn. 1, 2, 3, and then there's the big one, 4. Haha. It's always the big one. Look at this, an injured unit. Oh no, wait a second. We've yes, we've got it all. Satellites, globalization, and 2 wonders, including Alhambra. Haha. What did I just take out? Forced modernization. Do I want that? I'm going to be putting the production card in on trade routes very soon. We'll pop forced modernization back in just for a sec, but be honest with you, it's probably not going to stay. RB Hedge, this one is yours. It's a good one, apart from the fact that everything's on fire, but you know, all the best cities are. Combined arms. Did I get any uranium considering I own half the map? 1 source, 2 source, 3 source. I'd like to point out none of this is by my spawn. 4. Okay, I see a little bit more there. We do have sources of uranium, just about. And that was the boost to satellites you just saw. So we just need guidance systems, robotics, and then we're into the fun stuff. Speaking of the fun stuff, I don't even need to really stick around here because there's barely anything to pillage. It's the odd bit, but nope, I'd rather just take the boosts. Guidance systems, robotics. There we go, the 2 I was just talking about. I don't know how much more the Ottomans have got in them, to be honest with you, but not complaining. Oh, Bursa Ryan, the one city that I get to name after myself rather than my channel supporters. Again, you may have seen me naming all of my cities in this game after my channel supporters. These are the wonderful people on Ko-fi and Patreon that help me to do what I love to do. So thank you for all of your support, all of your lovely, reliable, beautiful support. I honestly don't know how I would do this job if it wasn't for your backup, so thank you. Hey, if you want to be in a video, mercilessly deployed to the front line, just blowing things up, then maybe have a look at Ko-fi and Patreon. Or, you know, just enjoy the video and give it a like afterwards. That would be lovely too. Thank you. James, what? Keep pillaging. If you're not having fun, you're not pillaging enough. Or just one-turning everything at the moment and it's glorious. Again, 81 strength. Steel walls. These are powerful, but will they stand up to the arsenal? The artillery arsenal, chorus, opera, whatever you want to call it. That's 3 of them. We've already, Nyon killed it. Let's get some tanks in at some point. I mean, I'm still really on an oil issue. I need more oil. I always need more. think these units can just break through, though. My heavy cavalry and my regular cavalry. Bam! Yeah, they can. Advanced power cells, predictive systems. These are all future era techs now, and they're all being boosted. Oh, absolutely magnificent. Well, we can find out where the projects are before we even get there. Legally trash. I mean, this city is on fire. I think for once, that's pretty apt. It does have Patala Palace, though. Nice. Gunboat diplomacy. I need the extra envoys. There's so much city-state stuff on the table that I just haven't been able to use. All the stadiums in play now. Yay! As I hit my capital. It has not. I got an entertainment complex near my capital. I do not. That feels like a bit of a misplay. Never mind. It's up to almost 300 production now building this spaceport. I like that. We have Hong Kong ready to help with the space projects as well. Look what it is. It's smart materials, an off-world mission. Ha ha ha. That's a fun boost. Okay, well, get nanotech and then smart materials and off-world mission. That involves getting pretty much everything, actually. That's a terrible tech tree for me. Never mind. Keep the city. Look, it's Ursa Ryan. Yay. Sorry, Zulu. We're going to join in here too, except this time I can get my military ally involved as well. Zulu can sometimes have reasonably frightening units. All very much depends how many cores they have. That will give me cause to worry or not. Praetorian tank army. That's just a fun combination of words. Do I still need that boost? No, don't. No, of course we don't. We're all the way through here. We're getting these boosts. First railroad. I built a railroad between the spaceport and the Liang city. And then, of course, my capital. I just felt like that was probably quite a good move. Oh my god, in one turn we can just disintegrate that. Hey! Right, well, do we want to do this or do I want to hang? I want to hang around a bit. That's honestly, we're almost taking things too quickly at the moment. There's no need to. Just slow down. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy everything that the world has to offer, like all of this free faith. Delicious, delicious, delicious. And then we move on. Depredation cavalry. Is there a finer thing in life? I don't know. Oh, military emergency's passed. And my ally voted for it. Babylon. Do we need to have a word here? What's going on? Collective activism. Check that out. 400 extra culture. Okay, that'll help me to get to globalization faster. Advanced AI now boosted. That's all of them. We have every boost in the game. Oh, lovely stuff. Okay, from now on, we don't need to do any conquering. All we need to do is just take one city every 5 turns. So the next one will be turn 184, 185. That's all we need. Perfect. Nobel. Just makes all other great people just a little bit easier to get, including Eiffel and Pushkin. Nice. We need Goddard. Goddard is who we're after now. Although it looks like my capital should be ecstatic regardless. Luxury resources 0 and still ecstatic means the game physically can't strip any more away. It has to be ecstatic. Perfect. Okay. Earth satellite, 3 turns. Luckily for me, as you can see, we have 1, 2, 3 builders. Scrap that. 4 builders with 28 charges between them ready to go. Bam. Okay, we can take a turn off this. Oh, aluminium. Apparently I built a helicopter without even realizing it. Sure. Don't worry about it. E-commerce goes to the capital. An international space agency is looking really good. We don't need liberalism anymore. Or Raj. Actually, Raj is the one to go. Well, bam. Look at that. 1,700 science, which is great because we only need 1,500 to get the robotics line, 1,600 to get this line, and 1,800. So we're going to start overflowing, which means it's only going to be 10 turns of tech and we should get there. Perfect. And in just 2 turns, we have the Earth satellite, which means we get to see the donut in its full glory. Ta-da! I really like this map. This map was awesome. Look at all the sprinkles around it. I mean, ultimately, we now own, I would say, 65% of it. There's a bit of Zulu here and Poland and Babylon and Aztec and Cree. They didn't have a lot of space, but the AI didn't really settle any of these sprinkle islands, which, I mean, there was lots of space out there. And I found space. It's all good. It existed. It was there. Right, moon landing, as you can see. These 7 charge builders are just romping through. It's fantastic. And I'm gonna go for nuclear program, which is a Science Foundation's wild card. How's the happiness doing? Oh, my capital has full happiness. That's great. Out you go, public works. No, not public works. Liberalism. There you go. That's better. As long as the capital's happy, that's the main thing. And the capital should stay happy with that stadium. Nice. And just to remind, every 5 turns, we just take one more city. Lovely. Just renew my 20% extra production. It's amazing. It's great. Oh, I built myself mausoleum as well because on the off chance I get any of the engineers that give me space stuff, I want to be able to do it twice. Sorry, Turing, you are an absolute lad, but I think Einstein is who I need in this instance. And then hopefully we can get through these atomic era scientists as quickly as possible. Goddard, I've been waiting for you. That's a ton of extra production towards space projects. Amazing. Moon landing. So that is 19,500 culture just in one go. We can switch off the naughty government to the synthetic technocracy, which gives us a ton of extra production towards these space projects. Really focusing now on anything that's going to improve the capital. Generally my economy, full stop. Not that it really matters particularly. Invention's cool. The climate change power is cool though. I mean, yeah, we didn't really want the world to flood, considering I own most of the world. We want to kind of keep it relatively normal. Mars colony. It says 4 turns. I don't believe that. Mars colony with Goddard ×2 and the government and all the cards. I'm working something like a 100% bonus to projects now that I'm ecstatic, which is a lot of production. It's probably kicking 600 plus. When we can see this here actually, 2,100 production divided by 4, which is how many turns it is 525, which is, you know, almost double the production I've got. So it is all obviously not being explained properly, but it's there. The bonus production is there. And oh, we can actually start chopping some stuff out as well. Perfect. My goodness, I'm actually organized this game. I've got everything working properly. This is lovely. Again, every 5 turns, we take another one and another and another. There goes the exoplanet on turn 190. And now for the projects, which we've actually beaten. Oh my goodness, we've still got 3 turns before the projects. Okay, we actually beat the speed I was expecting to go. All right, well, we'll try and rush this through a little bit. Where's Total War? Here's Total War. Miami's been sitting back and just chilling, to be honest with you. But yep, no, we can push this forward. Okay, so any turn we can take off this now is an improvement. It's a challenge. Here we go. Off-world mission. We've been waiting for this. As we now feature tech and feature civic spam. Go on, build the laser stations. If it's 1 turn, you don't need to rush it. But this city's got the 2 turners, so this is the one the builders are going to go to now. Let's see if we can get this into 1 turns. We'll make it go substantially faster as I build a railway terrestrial laser stations. Yeah, we should be able to get like at least 1 per turn, hopefully 2. That's always a worrying sight to come back to, isn't it? Uh-oh. Turn 200. Oh, I was hoping for a sub 200. 41 out of 50 and we're going 14 light years per turn. So close. So close, yet so far. Look at that grin. Look at that cheesy grin. Who knows he's got the Augustus Caesar mark. I'm claiming that as turn 200. I know it's turn 201, but yeah, I'm claiming it. 50 cities captured, and unbelievably, only 8 cities founded. That's pretty bad. Anyway, we had more districts, more combats, and significantly more culture by turn 150, science by 150. So our economy was pretty rubbish, yet we won the game ridiculously quickly. It just shows you the power of war and pillaging in this game. Units killed, like 130. Units lost, oh, like 11. That's pretty bad. Terrible. I apologize. I apologize profusely. And religions founded. What a graph. What a graph that is. So did we capture the entire donut? No, but we didn't need to. We had allies just chilling with us, and we were capturing a city every 5 turns just for the warlord's throwing bonus. But our capital was looking pretty handsome. Oh, look at this. Look at this. I just put like a building in. 373 production once kill where kicks in. That's mad. Isn't that insane? Isn't that just absolutely beautiful? We've only 54 production from trade routes. We've barely optimized this city at all. No Rural Valley, no Casa. Oh man, I really want to play a game soon where I just put every production bonus into 1 city just to see how ridiculous it can get. I bet we can get silly. We can get very, very silly. But hey, look at that grin. Look at that happy, smiling grin and say, hey, I don't want to punch you in the face. I want to play you because you are a ridiculous empire. Macedon, basically impossible to run in the early game, but by the end of the game, my goodness, they're fun. Hey, this game took ages to film and play. If you could do me a solid and give it a like and the channel a subscribe, that would be amazing. But until next time, I bid you adieu. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Bye. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Klibben Ferdas, Poppy Dude, Mushkin Mandeltort, Paul Coffey, Toon General, The Uncivil Engineer, Radiatore, Debo91, Slither Alley, Scott Stratton, Skeptical Bear, Cinnamon Beard, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, Creston, RB Hedged, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Dr. Bobby, Mixomatosis, Teddy's Ursa, Barnaby Rex, Charlie Bears, Nate the Great, Alex Frost, Interplanet Janet, Frankincense Battlezord, Geography Teacher, Juvara, Morax, Sinikush, Legally Trash, Shadow of Gaia, Echo Bear, Bob Tway, JB Genius, Arctic Fox, Cases Belli Button, Weaponized Incontinence. Thank you everyone for your support. Goodbye!